Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to Virtual Voices. I'm your girl, JRose. Just so you know, see, I gotta work on that. Leah V is on her way. She's running a little behind, but you already know she's be doing her corporate Carmen thing. So you know she's getting herself together so she could join us, but she'll be in shortly. But I'm getting the party started. Welcome, 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 everybody. Oh, there she goes. Hey, boo. Hey, girl. Hey.
Oh, hey, sorry, y'all.
You good? You good? I literally just started. We just went live.
It's a whole nother J on the
I
screen.
know, guys. I took my locks out and my hair's back to its like natural form. I got a haircut. I'm feeling like a brand new person. And I love it. You look like you about to go out, and I'm ready for bed. I'm in my pajamas. Like, where are you going?
You know what? I have no reason to get dressed up anymore except for this one show. So this is actually a jumpsuit, and this necklace cost me like $5.
You
So we
look so
out here.
cute. You look so cute. I love it.
And I'm feeling the natural hair.
Thank you. You already know this is like my normal look. I tried something different with the faux locks, and I really liked it. It was definitely something I never did before, and I really, really liked it. But I miss my curls, and you know that fresh haircut. Like I'm feeling myself. Like I'm touching my hair all day long. Anyway, so before we get started, I was kind of letting everybody know, that you were coming in a few minutes. But today's kind of a very important day, especially for those of you who are from New York or lived in New York for maybe the last 10 to 11 20 years. It's like 19 years, right? Almost 20 years. So today is 9/11, and those of you that are from the US, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all should know, but some people are very young, and you probably weren't around when this happened. But it was a life-changing moment in history, in New York history, in American history. So I just want to do like a moment of silence for the people that we lost 19 years ago in the September 11 attacks. It. I mean, I went through my emotional moment this morning writing about it, because I never really realized how it affected me. Watching the buildings burn, watching them fall like from across the river, and just people, my friends and my family walking home from Manhattan and covered in
I did that too.
Yeah, so being worried about your family and not knowing if they're okay, like till you don't hear from them until like later on that night or the next day. So it was very traumatizing, and I didn't realize how traumatized I was from it until I like was writing about it, and I was like, oh wow, this really fucked me up. Like damn. So I just want to do a moment of silence, if you guys don't mind, so we could pay our respects for all the people that lost their lives on that awful day. If y'all can bow your heads. May they be resting peacefully. May their contributions to this world still be remembered and never forgotten. So let's move on now. This is going to be a time for us to celebrate life. Although we do have to deal with some difficult times in our lives sometimes, but now it's time to switch gears, and it's time for us to celebrate life and be grateful for being here and be grateful for our gifts of creativity. So without further ado, Leah V, can you break down the rules and regulations, por favor?
Yes, of course, of course. Thank you to the co-hostess with the mostest for setting us off. As most of you know, I'm back in the office these days, which is a very interesting experience. But you guys got to bear with me for changes of schedules and so on and so forth. So moving on, thank you all for being here with us at the place to be with Leah V and JRose, because you already know it is the #1 best virtual open mic in the business. We have everything down packed down to a science. We have it all, and this is why it is the best place to be. So let's set it up by saying that this is a safe space. And I think that, piggybacking off of what Jay said, a lot of New Yorkers, we get people from all over the world, thankfully, but a lot of New Yorkers and all Americans really feel a lot on this day. We don't know what type of content is going to be produced, but just in general, any Friday, just be kind to one another. This is a safe space. The reason why all of our first timers have always come back is because we've created a space that allows everybody to be their most free and their most open. And we don't put anybody down. We support one another. And if you're not feeling their work, just don't say anything and keep it moving and grooving. We are pro-Black, pro-LGBTQ, pro-woman, pro-everything. So if you have a problem with that, then this is not the venue for you. As much as this is a safe space, we will show you the exit if you disrespect it. So exactly. We give you the peace sign, that little hook that they do at the Apollo. We get you the fuck out of here. We don't have the time or the patience. Moving on. So we try to limit artists to 5 minutes per artist. That doesn't mean only one poem or only one song or only one dance or only one joke. That means that you can use that time in however much you want. If you're not sure if your time is up, then just say, hey, Jay, hey, Leah, do I have any more space? Chances are you do, and we will. And as always, stick around till the end of the show so that we can welcome you back for round 2. It's looking like we're going to have some time tonight, so that's great. Thank you all for being here thus far. We do ask on that same note about being kind to one another that you follow one another, support one another, like one another's things, like one another's posts, buy each other's products, read each other's books. It's really important that we continue to expand this community. Jay and I are event curators, and we do this. We've been doing this pre-pandemic. And one of the main reasons we do it is because we love to expand the community, and it gives us purpose, and it gives our artists purpose. So there's no reason we can't do that while we're sitting in through the screen, So, make sure you follow one another. Jay puts a lot of work in having the banners on the bottom with all of your information. Really, with all of your information. And if you miss it, she sends an email out to all the performers at the end. And so that's for the performers. However, everybody tuning in on YouTube or Facebook, we like to have interaction in the comments, and it's always a great time when we have people tune in, tune out, and just pop in and show love for the performers. If you go on Facebook now, go on Facebook right this second, and you go to the Rose Garden events page, like the page so you always get the updates, and then click the share button on the live screen. That way, all of your friends or family who are connected with you on Facebook and or YouTube can also see the show. I love doing it. It's always a family affair for me. I always have all these random ass folks come through, and so should you. So yeah, if you are tuning in and you haven't signed up in advance, drop a mic in the comments and we got you. Jay will slide right into your DMs. Yes, just like that. Slide.
I'm a professional DM slider.
Yeah, like the professional she is, and she will send you the StreamYard information so you can get on in here. If the backstage is full and you have already performed, we will kindly ask that you leave and tune in on Facebook or YouTube. Keep watching on there, and then stick around till the end so that when we invite you back, you can hop back into the StreamYard. I'm loving this love we're getting through the intros. I'm loving this love.
Oh, yes. YouTube is popping right now.
YouTube is popping. I need to share the YouTube link too, actually. I'm learning from myself every day. So yeah, Facebook, YouTube community, keep it up, keep it up. Make sure you follow one another, musicians or singers or even poets. Make sure you stay close to the microphone. If you're not sure how you sound, then just ask us and we will confirm how you sound, So especially musicians, it's very important they stay close to the microphone. We want to hear you. We want to hear what you're saying. We want to hear your talent. So just try to get on in there however you can. And like I said before, drop a mic in the comments to perform. Yeah, like that, but not literally, unless you can catch it, like Jay did. But other than that, I think that about wraps it up. It's looking like a live on time and nights, and we love to have you here. For those who don't know, I'm going to be plugging this a few times throughout the show. Jay and I recently published the Unblocked Journal. I actually don't have my copy on me, but
I'm fucking up.
I'll go get mine in after one of the performers. But the Unblocked Journal is a interactive writers journal that not just writers, for anybody who feels like writing. And what it does is it has prompts and activities. There it is for writers, all types of writers. We have lighthearted stuff. We have stuff that might inspire a little more serious work. We have all types of things in there. We works really hard on it. It's a way for us to continue to connect as a writing community through this digital navigation that we're navigating. So we do ask that, you support the cause, support your favorite hostesses with the mostesses, and support one another. And that's really, really what it comes down to. So I think that about sums it up. Jay, did I miss anything? Oh, you know what? I didn't say what I never say.
What?
On deck.
Oh, yes, the on deck thing.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, the on deck thing.
Yeah, you say it, though, because I always say it wrong.
All right. So this is how it's going to work, okay? Leah V is going to be like, coming up to the mic is person, right? You're going to say your name. And then she's going to be like, and on deck is next person. So when she says on deck, that means that you are not coming up to the stage right now, but you're up next, which means get ready, okay? If you have music, get that ready. So all you got to do is press play. If you have a poem that you have to read, make sure you got it out on your phone. If you got an instrument, make sure that you're ready and it's in your hands or however you play your instrument. I'm not here to judge. So on deck is the signal for you to get your ass ready because it's about to be popping and you're going to be up next after the next performer. If you are listening on Facebook or YouTube waiting to hear your name, when you hear on deck, that means come on over to the StreamYard link. That means that we made space for you. We kick somebody out just so you can come in and perform. So that's pretty much it.
Yes, y'all. So, I don't know. Should we get right into the business?
Yeah, I had said I was going to do a little something to warm it up a little bit.
Kick it off. I'm waiting for my homegirl to come through, so I'm gonna do it in a little bit. We always have our live audience over here. But
I love it.
Jay's gonna kick it off for us, y'all. Jay is gonna kick it off, and we have Sleepy Vincent on deck. So everybody, put your hands together for the hostess with the mostest. She's an artist. She's an icon. She's an entrepreneur. She's all the things. Let's give it up for the one, the only Rose breeder, JRose.
Yay! Thank you, guys. I'm going to read a very short piece. And Flacco, yes, we see your mic. I got you. We're going to send you the info in a minute. But yes, thank you for that introduction. You always are so great at it. I'm going to read this really short piece for you guys. It's called Smoke and Mirrors. Sometimes I be feeling that type of way, so I got to write about shit like this. Glimpses of their rendezvous replay in smoke from her post-sex cigarette. After every drag, a sigh of relief comes about as she realizes this will be the last time. Staring at a reflection she can barely recognize, her choice has been made. he is not the one. She moaned her last moan that stroked his frail ego. She never let him see how broken he really was. Oblivious fuck, she mumbled under her breath. But in reality, she was more than naive one. She was more than the naive one. Instinct always drove her to protect him. For years, she stood strong against his softened backbone. He never quite thanked her the right way. Instead, used her until she had nothing else to give. His embraces consisted of his chest pressed against her heart while slowly slicing a path to grab it through her back. But the time has come. Her energy shall no longer be wasted on his weakness. She will no longer succumb to the demons that wear masks of unbeneficial friendships. Took her last drag, exhaled the smoke into the mirror of his lustful illusions. His magic trick was over and she was less than impressed. That's it.
I love it. You know, I always wish your short poems are longer.
I know.
But I love that. I love the flow. I love that flow. I feel like you're really you really been mixing it up with your flows lately.
I'm trying,
and you
little
have
bit.
You have your poet flows, you have some rapidy flows, you have
already
some
know.
between. Hey, I do
Oh,
already.
let's bring up some people that are backstage. I know they back there getting their shit together.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, y'all? What's
Welcome
up?
to the show. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Woo, woo, woo.
Welcome.
Hope you guys feeling good, and the place to be, the number one backstage that we have. So, without further ado, also, all those just tuning in, make sure you drop a mic in the comments to get on in here. We got plenty of space this fine evening. We hope you're all settled in live from your living room with virtual voices. We're going to continue to move it and groove it and keep it going and flowing. So, without further ado, we have, I believe the stage name is None on Diggity Deck.
No,
but
sorry, I didn't. That's my fault. I didn't. They don't have a stage name.
I was like, oh, that's an interesting one. You know, it's really thought provoking. So Mandolin is on Diggity Deck. I love that name, Mandolin. But without further ado, let's give it up. I haven't seen him before. He might be a first timer.
Yes.
Yes, we love our first timers. Let's all give it up for Sleepy Vincent.
Yay! Welcome. How y'all doing?
Hey, hi. Hi, am I heard?
Oh, we hear you. You're just kind of
I'm
like,
good. How are you?
Freezing up a little bit, but we hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Is it okay
good.
though?
Yes, you're good. We hear you. Go ahead, baby.
Okay. Okay, this is called Maybe I'm an Asshole with a Pen. She told me I only write about sad people. Well, she said I only write about sad days. Okay, that is partially true, I have to admit. I do not possess the ability to write about anything happy. My journals are filled with depression, suicide, divorces, and romances going wrong. Be more happy, she would tell me. But the world isn't all happy. There are no happy endings. I'm just preparing myself for the bitter end. DEATH. It's spaced out because I want it to last a few days, 5 to be exact. I want to feel the pain, the suffering. I want to be tortured. All my life I have been numb. The particular feeling of feeling nothing at all. Maybe that is why I write about sad things, or the sad people I write about are other versions of me in different realities. She told me I only write about sad things, and I couldn't agree more. And then I have one more, which, do I have time to share it?
Yep, go right ahead.
Okay. This doesn't have a title, so. Hide. If you don't know, they will only hurt you later. Your fears burn holes in your lies, and I can feel your gooing. I can feel the gooing of your insides. 1. Sometimes I think of you when it storms. I remember the phone calls and how you thought the sky was so beautiful. Never will I see thunderstorms the same way. 2. My mind wanders at night. On occasion, your face pops up, but like you, it quickly leaves. Stay a little longer. 3. I love you, but I am no longer in love with you. Thoughts of you don't make me shake like they used to. 4. Do you still dream of me? 5. Am I the one that calms you? Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. That was dope.
That was powerful. There's a little bit of a delay, but still, it was very, very powerful. How did you?
Do we call you Sleepy or do we call you Vincent? You hear us? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Where did you hear about us?
Sorry, my trackpad's work.
It's all good.
I just Googled Virgin Maya on a video.
Okay, Google.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Sleepy V. We love to see it. We thank you so much for sharing your work. We hope you come back soon. We love to have new family members, and we welcome you to Virtual Voices. Thank you so much for sharing your work.
Oh shit! I done messed up. Sleepy, I didn't give them your info. Hold on, because we gotta make sure you get people connect with you. If you like what you heard, please follow Sleepy Vincent at Poetically in Love with Me. Send some Cash App change if you got a tip or two. Send it over, but make sure that you connect with Sleepy Vincent. Yes, that's what it's all about. Keep growing, right? That's what we do.
Yeah, that is exactly what we do. And of course, stay tuned, Jay Performance, because Jay will send out everybody's name on if you missed it. And it's a great resource if you don't have the availability to follow right now for whatever reason. You got your hands full with the mic and stuff. So we're going to keep it moving and grooving. We've got a list of heavy hitters on the mic tonight. We love to see it. We got some new, some old, some returning contenders. All right, we've got our guy, the lone wolf on Diggity Deck. But coming to the mic right now, put your hands together. She does not go by none. She goes by Mandolin. Let's give it up for Mandolin.
Hey,
hi.
What's up, Mandolin?
Good. I'm going to sing a song I wrote.
Hey, let's go.
Yes.
Yay.
Pretty, I'm outgoing, got him staring at me, all eyes on me, it gets me every time he's calling my name's written everywhere, I try to hide my beauty that's inside, got the best of me, it's looking for an escape. He'll be kicking and screaming. He'll be asking for me one day. He's blowing up in my face. It's over. Well, it's over. Well, it's over. Well, it's over. Well, whoa, 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 whoa. You can't see me, you know it's true. Our kiss was real from the moment we met. We would make plans, you weren't into it. TikTok, I'm outside of you looking for revenge. Try to make it through the night. Try to have good time to get your sweet memories off my mind. Don't Why any sweet memories? It's over, well, it's over, well, it's over, well, it's over, well, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey. Okay. Heard you.
Thank you so much for coming back, Mandolin Girl. We appreciate you sharing your talents with us.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Mandolin, where are you tuning in from?
Oh, I'm sorry, don't give out the info.
Okay, that's fine.
That is A-okay. We just ask sometimes because we have people all over the world.
I'm not trying to be rude.
No, it's okay.
Not rude at all. We just be having people from left, right, and the North Pole. So everybody, make sure you follow our girl Mandolin. We appreciate you for being here. And we all we got. So make sure you follow one another. Thank you, Mandolin.
You're welcome.
Our guy. You know he's coming through with that fire, and he's got the plug for the books and the publication.
Published. Oh shit!
Let's give it up. He's one of the most consistent people I know. Good friend of ours, frequent flyer, as Jay calls them. Let's give it up for the Lone Wolf.
Hey. What's up,
Hey,
friend?
what's up, everybody? So they're actually gonna have an actual live reading of this from here tomorrow. It's gonna be on Zoom. The link is in Poetics U bio. Got an RSVP for it.
Nice.
It starts at 8:00 tomorrow.
Yes.
So I'm actually gonna get into a newer piece that I wrote this week. I actually had to write it twice. No. It's not like I had to write it out twice. I had to write it out one time, and then I had to put the lines in a specific order. So it's the same poem. It's just in a different order.
Ooh, that's
twice.
creative.
This is called Spirit Guide. This is how I originally wrote it. You wasn't here for me, but I still feel your love. Your departure was sudden, yet you're still with me. Like a dove, you are watching me grow from above, slowly transforming into the man you know I'd be. My growth is like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You aren't here, so the most I can basically do is try. I was lucky to be blessed with a creative gift to help me hopefully close up that obvious rift. You had to leave due to an unfortunate death. I have to believe you'll be there until my last breath. That's how I originally wrote it out. Here's the structured one. Like the lines repeat themselves, but they're in like random orders. You wasn't there for me, but I can still feel your love. Your departure was sudden, yet you're still with me. Like a dove, you're watching me grow from above, slowly transforming into the man you know I'd be. Your departure was sudden, yet you're still with me. My growth is like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, slowly transforming into the man you know I'd be. You aren't here, so the most I can basically do is try. My growth is like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. I was lucky to be blessed with such a creative gift. You aren't here, so the most I can basically do is try to help me hopefully close up that obvious rift. I was lucky to be blessed with such a creative gift. You had to leave early due to an unfortunate death to help me to hopefully close up that obvious rift. I have to believe that you'll be with me until my last breath. You had to leave early due to an unfortunate death. Like a dove, you're watching me grow from above. I have to believe you'll be with me until my last breath. You wasn't there for me, but I can still feel your love.
I love how it sounds like two different poems.
No,
it really does.
Just repeated. It's in a certain structure. It's the same exact poem.
I love it. That's so creative. You have some more time though. Did you want to do anything else?
I don't have anything else written down right now.
Okay.
No pressure. No pressure. We can keep it moving and grooving. So let's see.
I'll write something out.
All right. Don't worry. Get something ready for the next round. I'm gonna invite the next guest, the next performer, because you know she can't introduce herself. But on deck we have Finesse Lekwa. I hope I said that right. And that's you're on deck, so get ready. But coming to the virtual open mic stage is this beautiful young lady I know. She's always stressed out, but she's the sweetest person I know. I love her. She's my partner in creative crimes, as I like to say, because all we do is create stuff together, and it's dope. I love it. So please, without further ado, show some love for my girl Leah B.
I got the live audience over here as always. Shout out to Mama Gons, who is always in the building every Friday. All right, so I'm gonna do a poem a lot of you guys have heard. I like doing poems repeatedly, as you all know, because practice makes perfect. So this is a poem. This is a love poem I have called Yours. And then that alarm electrocutes me. I curse the tangible universe. How dare you deal me this king, then tear me away from his skin prior to sun peaks? Reality proves to mate well with irony, defies all of the happy ending connections stuffed down our throats since birth. You see, we've discovered the work. You come from country, that of another and that of our own, and you arrive essentially alone. The initial evening conjoining guitar strings, I kept questioning, what's the catch? The catch is that I've become so attached that all pain points toward you as my medicinal man. The catch is that my intrigue in you is so grandiose that I, me, the most insecure amid insecure seas, can't help but to question what in the good name of fuck you found in me. And the catch is, you've never fully given yourself. A mechanical method engineered through the equations of lone wandering wolves. The catch is that I'm on edges of all kinds all of the time, peering over and into the unknown, emotions sporadic and shooting through my successes and into your arms when the applause stops and I no longer want the wretched world to see the fillings of this silhouette, when the lights are so bright that my pores peel into aches, when the metaphors minimize and moisten into molds, when relevance grows old, when the artiste can no longer please and all that's left is lengthy, listless LV. It is you who I wish to collapse onto, and majority of the time that's quite literally what I do. I give my 6 a.m. 60 seconds until my locks line your chest like backward wings. I can't help it. I'd rather run to work than miss out on your most majestic of movement, seemingly effortless like those irises, how they intoxicate me. I want to eat your philosophies. I swim in your knowledge, the vastness, the solidity. But you take two people who express opposingly and you're left with communication messes wherever you go, but best believe we go. I'll take the reactive strength that both hurts and heals when ensued by who you love most. I'll sit over smoke signals and configure puzzle pieces of schedules until my finger bones expire. Tire myself with misunderstandings stemming from misguidance because I'd rather miss the eyelids than to miss more than a millisecond of sweet coexistence. I once told you I'd follow you into the unknown. I've already roamed the length of this city unaware that I was looking for you, my human home. Picket fence as hand, windowsill as bone, plumbing as lungs, all locked doors sealed shut and left to be undone. Knowing the risk, I still took the fall, or rather the slip. I wasn't granted a choice anyway. We happened to one another. And now we muster muscles for what won't allow growth. We sweat through the work, but we glow. I glow. I welcome inevitable pain. I will it, prepare preventative methods for future. And I love you when laid upon the hospital bed just as much as I will when you're seated on success's throne. What's ride or die? We transcend. We can fly. We we have already flown. After eternal days of work and poetry play, you carry me off couches when I can't carry myself. Too many nights your screen blares in languages I can't comprehend, and I wonder, will your evening ever end? You don't seem to intend to finish until your work is done. It inspires me. So I'm fully prepared to proceed in rolling up sleeves, letting the dirt particles build up under fingernails as we create singular space among this unforgiving digital space that isn't kind to those who prioritize togetherness. The rainbows have left, but the butterflies remain, and perhaps persistence isn't so painful after all. I mean, music brought us together and the notes proceed to play. I do hope the sheet of chords never dwindle. I pray the bass line perpetuates even when it's too loud. I hope the horns don't lack breath. I hope the keys never stiffen. I hope to be yours, only yours, until the sounds stop. And maybe even after that, too. I'll work and I'll rise and I'll work and I'll rise, and you'll work and you'll rise, and we'll work and we'll rise, and best believe we go. Let this wretched world take note of this flow that I own, of this flow that I tow, that you know, that I know, that only we know. At the end of it all, we are inexplicable. Always to the exhausted other end and into the unknown. Maybe even after that, too. Thank you.
Oh my God! Oh.
My mom's trying to whistle in the house.
Yes, that was fire. Everyone liked it. Fire flames, fire flames.
Thank y'all. That's one of my favorite pieces.
Yes, we love that. The whole that you already know the line that be hitting that eat your philosophies like. Everybody in that.
Everybody loves that. Eat your philosophies. Everybody.
Cool. So we do have some people that are trying to join. They have not performed yet. So if you performed already, if you don't mind, please go over to Facebook or YouTube and tune in there so you can watch and listen in for the next round. But please let's make some space for the performers that have not gotten time to shine yet. But yeah, let's keep it moving and grooving. If you guys are trying to get in, just keep trying because people are exiting the studio so that you guys have space to get in.
Yes. Let's keep it moving and grooving. I believe Brother Brooklyn said he is just watching. He's tuning in. Shout out to Brother Brooklyn.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was going to perform. I missed you, Brother Brooklyn. How you going to pull up and not perform? Like,
watching on Facebook. We love you, Brother Brooklyn. But that means we've got our guy, AC Lightning, on Diggity Death. But coming to the virtual stage right now, let's give it up for Finesse. I'm not going to get this right. Likewise.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
So the piece I'm going to be performing today is about anxiety. This is something I've been struggling with for a while. So
yeah, we need that this week. Thank you.
Yes. Dear anxiety, why won't you just leave me alone? I don't want to be your friend since you keep putting negative perceptions about me in my head. Friends are supposed to encourage one another, not plant fear and doubt into each other's head. I tried several times to get rid of you. I tried meditating. I tried saying positive affirmations to myself. But you managed to still come back into my life and hold me as a prisoner in my own mind. I prayed asking God to take away all of my worries and anxiety. But anxiety, you still continue to creep back into my life. Get out of my head. I'm taking back my freedom. Enough is enough. I'm free from worries. I'm free from anxiety. I'm free from fear. I'm free from those negative voices in my head that tells me I'm not good enough. I'm free from feeling like the world against me. And I'm free from feeling like I'm alone. I am free from feeling like something is wrong with me. Whenever I feel like the world's against me or things in my life are falling apart, I always remember this Bible verse that always says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high places. That is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. This shows me that our battles in lives are not physical, but they're spiritual. In order to defeat this anxiety, I must put on the whole armor of God, and I must fight. I will no longer be a slave to my anxiety. Thank you.
Yes, sis.
Yes, yes, preach.
That was great. Hold on, I'm like in another page. That was great. And this is your first time here with us, right?
Yes, this is my first time.
How did you
We
hear?
need like a special effect when we have first timers in the
I
building.
know, like New Yorican, they make everybody yell virgin at you. Like,
We popping cherries tonight. We popping. Okay. All right. Well, that was our girl Finesse. Can we ask how you heard about us?
So basically, I was looking at virtual mics, and I found you guys on Instagram.
Search. And can we ask you where you're tuning in from?
Oklahoma.
Oh, we got Oklahoma in the building. Well, thank you so much for sharing, girlfriend. You're very talented, and we really hope you come back. We're here every Friday. And you fit right into the mix, so we would love to have you back.
Yes, that was dope, and I love that piece.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
We do have people coming in trying to get into the backstage. But you know, if you perform, try to stick around on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll keep it moving and grooving. So let's see. I know
I gotta give a shout out to Treasure because she's out here like working on the promo team. She's like hard body A&R foot soldier. So big shout out to Treasure. She's killing this, showing mad love, sharing the link.
I know. She's like, you don't have to work telling people to drop a mic.
I know. I love her. She's so good. All right. Oh, shout out to Luminous Minds over in the West Coast. They're over in like Seattle. The Seattle area. I cannot wait. We got some really dope collabs coming up this month, in the fall. So stay tuned for that. But I'm sorry. Keep it going.
All right, who you saying sorry to?
I don't know. You know, I don't want to take too much of your time.
She's so cute. As if this stage space isn't hers. All right, so we keep it flowing and growing. It's Virtual Voices with Leah V and a place to be, and JRose, because you already know the place to be every Friday night, live from your living room or wherever you choose to be at that time. We got people from Oakland, Oklahoma. We have had Oakland before. We got people from all over America. We get international in this bitch.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So we've got Sakeem King on Diggity Deck. You are
Yay, Sakeem.
Sakeem, but coming to the virtual stage right now. You know, Moms is already cheering for you, AC. Moms is already cheering for you. You know, is everybody's favorite 2020 graduate. Let's give it up for our faithful brother. He's here with us every week. Our one and only. Give it up for AC.
Yo, gang. Okay. Just saying, I'm not in the game, so I don't want nobody coming for my life. All right.
Hey.
All right. Honestly, I did not know what I was going to do tonight, so I'm gonna do a throwback poem.
Okay.
This poem has actually gotten published in this book while I was at BCC, while I was at Bronx Community College in 2018.
Okay, published author.
Hey, see, my dad went there and worked there for many years. Just when I thought I couldn't love you anymore.
Yeah, I went there for like 2015 to 2017 technically. But yeah, that's one of the two poems that got published in that book. My first two poems ever published. And this poem talks about how sometimes I feel like I get judged from 3 different perspectives, and there's a visual for this poem. It's called Triple Threat. What I go through today is pretty crazy. The only way to be identified as a man is how we bow to those that don't value. But I could get approval if I act like a fool. Maybe if I walk around my pants sagging, show half of my ass off, walk around like a wannabe gangster, throwing up gang signs, then I should get my black card. But it won't matter to them officers that my hands are up like stop signs. They chose not to see my stop sign. My daddy did teach me how to be a real nigga. He taught me how to be a real man. My parents believe in the usage of a belt, a hard head made soft landing for a pillow. Show me that if I control myself, that society you do for me forcefully and not lovingly. If I stand up, shout out, I know who I am, you tell the whole world that I'm an animal. You'll lock the doors and throw away the keys. My life is an entangled web, stuck in the stasis. You pick apart this person you see from 3 different phases. I'm more than a human being. My life is a value of this reflection. You see this 3 person. Same strands of DNA, same chromosomes, different kinds of personalities. My masculinity gets crushed when I don't do what's expected of me. Apparently, my pants aren't tight enough. My demeanor of being gangbanging ain't popping enough. I don't have my pants sagging, showing off my ass enough. Lean on women and not waste their time. Don't make me man enough. A lot of girls don't think I act nigga enough. It's all about the body counts, right? Like the amount of bodies you have sex with. Men with their badges proud and say they sex that. That's why nice guys can't get a text back. That nigga mentality is street knowledge to the ones who hear the ghetto gospel being talked to. A suit and tie gets you called a sellout, while wearing baggy pants and Air Jordan gets you called a real nigga. You weak if you express your love. You feel superior when you have all that power. But then when a woman have that same power as you, it makes you feel less of a man. My life is an entangled web, stuck in the stasis. You pick apart this person you see from 3 different phases. I'm more than a human being. My life is a value of this reflection. You see this 3 person. God has shown me that the world would hate me when I became born again through him. This world hates the son, that they hate anything that's of him. It's okay to talk about these sins, these other sins, but we start telling the truth. They're ready to cast their stones. They got pick forth, knife, fire, about to pin you on the cross, pin a crown of thorns on your head, and force you to drink vinegars. Those Pharisees, they wait for you to die. They whisper in your ear, you still a slave for believing in make-believe God. Those same Christians that you break breath with are the same ones that got affected by Judas' kisses. But everybody wants to be a God. Everybody wants a godly relationship, but nobody wants a relationship with God himself. My life is an entangled web, stuck in the stasis. You pick apart this person and see from 3 different phases. I'm more than a human being. My life is a value of this reflection. You see this 3 person. AC. I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever did that poem.
Yeah.
No, I like that one.
Whoa, what crazy.
I love the tangent you went on when you were talking about my pants aren't baggy enough, and then I love when you got into God and the contrasting you did, and then you were talking about God himself. That was powerful. That was real powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah, they loved it. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube, for showing love.
Wow.
Thank you.
We love the love. Do you have to plug anything, AC?
Oh no, well, I mean, I was gonna say like that. I did like maybe 60 visions before I actually put that poem out. Like I wrote that poem over like 6 times to get where it's at. But yeah, that's just what it is, you know, and that's why it's published. You know. You guys can follow me at the AC Lightner _the AC Lightner. I have merch out. You know, I don't have it right now, but I have some merchandise out. You go to my Instagram, the link trees in my bio, and then also you can follow me on Musically, on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. I'm also a rapper as well. I also do some filmmaking. And I got some stuff coming out in the next few months, so you definitely want to stay connected.
Yes. Make sure you follow our guy AC. He's always here with us. We appreciate the loyalty. We appreciate the frequent flyers, the people who've been with us, and of course all of our new guys. We are family here at Virtual Voices. Thank you, AC. But We gonna keep it moving and grooving. People dropping mics and dropping mics again. We love
A
to
word?
see.
Oh, I gotta go in there and check. Okay. Get my DM slide ready.
Buddy Jay, but yeah. So she's stretching over here.
I'm stretching so I can slide in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get hurt. I want to pull a muscle and shit.
She knows what she's doing, y'all. When she gets that slide in, it's effortless. You won't even feel it. So we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. All right. So our guy, Ambition the Poet, is on Diggity Deck. But let's welcome to the mic right now. Put your real and your digital hands together for Sakeen King.
Yay! I missed you.
I miss y'all too. I've been so busy, you guys. Like
good.
Playing for DC Young Fly, dropping another feature, dropping 2 features already, working on a poetry book, working on another album on saxophone, working on a vocal album now.
All right, King. I see you.
He said busy and booked out here. Let's hear it, Sakeem.
That's what we like.
So I got 2 things for y'all. I'm going to do a quick piece on poetry that I sing real quick. It's like 45 seconds. Then I'm going to play a song on the saxophone for you guys.
Yes!
Can I lick you up and down till you say stop? I want to lick you up and down till you say stop. Non-stop loving you. I know you want this body, boo. Let me take you on a journey and make you climax. Ooh, you feeling my mental? See, this love I'm giving you is only yours, presidential. Can I lick you up and down? Do you say stop? I want to lick you up and down. Do you say stop? I want to hold you close to my soul. Let it mix and marinate to its season perfectly. I'll show you some strong love, yeah, Hercules. See, you've been longing for my touch, begging my hand, saying, baby, work me. And what I'm about to give you is some heavenly love, yeah, real unearthly. I know this pillow talk might be dirty, but baby, you remain spotless like the love goddess Aphrodite. So in lieu of your lustful looks, baby, can I just have one bite, please? So can I lick you up and down till you say stop? I want to lick you up and down till you say stop. And that's that piece.
Okay, go ahead, singing.
Yes. Are we still going? Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, he's got some saxophone for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sakeem, you are a man of so many talents. Just so amazing.
My son has a question for you, Sakeem.
Yes.
Go ahead. What do you want to ask?
What do that song call?
What
That's
do that
Best
song
Part
call?
by Daniel Caesar and her, right? Yeah, her.
What?
It's called what is it? Best what? Best
Part.
Best part. Yeah, that's the name of the song. Did you like it? That was great.
Sakeem, I think you got a new fan.
I know, right?
Yes, he loves music, so he wasn't even he was upstairs and he heard the saxophone and came all the way down here like, what's going on in there?
Don't make me cry.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being with us whenever you can, Sakeem. You always bless us with your presence and your talent. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, and congratulations on all the hard work and the features. We're very proud of you. We can't wait to see what you come up with.
You already know. I'm gonna be here for the round 2. So Jay, text me if I'm not here. Just text me, Jay. I'll come back.
All right, I'll slide in there. I got you.
All right, Sakeem King, our guy. I don't know. This list is heating up.
This list is getting crazy right now.
We've had some amazing performers thus far, and it's looking like it's only going to continue from here on out. As usual, virtual voices for those just tuning in. It's Leah being the place to be, and JRose, because you already know. Jay, now I say your intro because you never get it right. So
Yo, I slaughtered that shit earlier. I was like, I'm JRose. I think you're supposed to know. Like,
I was like, what's on your confidence? What?
I'm sorry.
But, Jay's a little shy girl at heart. So
I am.
So it's all right. I hype her up for her, JRose, because you already know we the co-hostesses with the mostesses, bringing it to you live on time Friday nights, always and always. We're going to keep it moving and grooving. We have Creative Minds on Diggity Deck. You are up next, but coming to the mic right now, one of my personally favorite poets. He's here with us on the regular. Let's all give it up for our guy, Ambition.
Yes, and I'm super excited. I'm gonna talk in the background real quick. So if y'all don't know, I have a talk show called the JRose Experience that I just launched the 2nd season. We went to Atlanta and we filmed in Atlanta. It's actually one of my biggest accomplishments. I'm really proud of myself and my team. But Ambition was one of the guests that I interviewed. So if you want to get to know more about this amazing man after his performance, make sure that you tune in on Tuesday because his episode is dropping on Tuesday. And I can't wait for y'all to see that shit. Look at how excited.
Y'all know I'm a hype ass nigga.
I didn't realize it was so soon. Ambition, I'm hyped.
I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm number 2. You know, the people really wanted me to be at 1. There was some discussions behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But we number 2. We're so excited to be on the lineup with some of the greatest.
Yo, you so stupid. We gonna fight.
But no, thank you so much, thank you so much for having me. I hear the crowd in New York going crazy up there. I hear y'all. But it's always good to be with y'all. I was going to just relax and just be in the comments today. But JRose was like, you performing. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try this new poem. I got to perform it tomorrow, so it got to be right. So I'm like, let me see if I can get the kinks out today.
Hey, you should.
I should, right? Okay. So I want you to ask your neighbor, when did you fall in love with hip hop? I want you to think about that. Some of us as poets and as people, we have to fight over this thing called hip hop. Some people want to just use it for money to get their money, and some of us actually care about the culture. And so I want you to think about some of the songs that I'm about to bring up. And it's a nostalgia poem, and think about what I'm asking you. And I hope you can give me some songs maybe in the comments of when you really fell in love with hip hop. I fell in love with hip hop when Biggie had made that song called Juicy. And he said he had to eat sardines for dinner. Well, I was thinking about that little kid whose stomach is squinting because they haven't seen food since Thanksgiving. See, I fell in love with hip hop when Eve made a song called Love is Blind. And she was talking about domestic abuse that was eloquently deciphered over some drums that have probably shattered the back window of your tenant and policy. I fell in love with hip hop when DMX made a song called Slippin'. And it says group homes and institutions prepare niggas for jail. Well, that's why I use beats, but that's why I use hip hop for therapy. That's why I use beats almost like an abuse prescription. There's something about an artist's voice. It's almost like a masseuse using deep tissue techniques on the edge of art eardrums. I fell in love with hip hop when Lauryn Hill had made that song called "There's Some Guys That's Only About That Thing." And she was right. I mean, it was the first song that really Riddler logo my motives. Like, damn, do I only see a woman as some booty shorts in the orgasm? Or should I see a woman that is a mythical creature who's a little bit more powerful? Because when Black Panther died, he left them all that vibranium. I really fell in love with hip hop when LL Cool J made a song called I Need Love. I mean, when was the last time you heard a nigga say, I need a woman to caress the strands of my vulnerability? Listen, y'all, I need a woman to really rub the back of my face where I am stressed. See, there's something about hip hop where a man should feel comfortable in stretching the bounds of that truth. I fell in love with hip hop with a woman named Rhapsody. She got this song called Nina, and she says, Emmett Lit rap or Emmett Till. She says, I drew a line when it came to showing off my body. I made it a skill. So black men, how come we do not support more conscious rappers like her? We need to go to the radio and radio execs and tell them to stop selling our women for sex. But that's just the way that I feel. See, I fell in love with hip hop when Eminem and Rihanna made the song, I Love the Way That You Lie. And I looked up into the sky and I said, God, I didn't know that you could give white boys the rhyming tongue. And he replied, where in the Bible is there one verse because of somebody's skin? I apartheid the gifts. When did you, JRose, when did you, Leah V, fall in love with hip hop?
Ooh, I love this.
Ambition. I have to give you the mama commentary first. So I got Mama Gons who's with us. That's Mama G, my mother, and she said the delivery was outstanding. She said you got all the performance skills in the hizzy. We love to see it. She's been to enough of my shows that she knows. So
she know what's up. Like, oh, I can hear that.
Oh yeah, so you know she means business. Thank you so much, Ambition. And you, I don't know if you've heard my hip hop poem, but I felt that in my soul.
I'm a big hip hop head too, so he made me think like, damn, when did I fall in love with hip hop? I gotta think about that. I'm gonna have a response to you.
You gotta give me a song when y'all fell in love. You know what I mean? Mine was definitely Biggie. It was that Biggie Juicy. When I saw him on that Brooklyn Browns, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. I knew it. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, but I knew I loved it then.
Yes. Ambition, if you stick around for when I go up on round 2, I'll tell you all about when I fell in love with hip hop.
She got a whole piece to it. She already got a response poem. I gotta
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna spit some bars for you later so you can see that I do love hip hop. How about that?
Yes, I love when Jay gets rapping. Thank you so much.
What a great transition. So speaking of hip hop, I want you guys to hear from one of our really, really dope friends. His name is Jay Bada, and he recently dropped an EP. So let's take a quick commercial break. After
J-B-A-D-A, I rap every day, make it look so easy.
From the artist that brought you the debut solo album, Gemini, comes a new EP, Jay Bada presents his sophomore solo project titled Indian Summer, The Prologue, written and produced during one of the most unique and impactful years of our existence, 2020. Check out this EP full of good intentions, positive lyrics, and a unique flow. Listen from your favorite streaming platform today. For more music from Jay Bada, follow him on IG at Jay Bada Music.
Yay! Make sure you go and check out our friend. Download that album. Give him some streams. He's really dope. He's actually a really good friend of mine. And he's a real dope hip hop like head and great producer, all that shit. So make sure y'all connect. All right. See you over here.
AC is saying that now he has to write I fell in love with hip hop poem. It's looking like Ambition inspired a bunch of writing prompts tonight. So we're with
Yeah,
I can't wait for the next virtual voices.
Yes. All right. So it's popping in her. We have our dear friend. We love them. We love when they come. We love when they tune in, even if it's after bedtime. V, you are on deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Creative Minds.
Yay! What's good, King?
Kings and queens, who blessed the mic, set this mic on fire. So, hopefully I could do something. You know what I'm saying? Keep it aflame. So, all right. Can I talk to you a little bit how I grew up? How growing up in my household wasn't so easy. You see, my father was never a dreamer. He stepped on all hopes and aspirations, destroying imagination with cruel reality. And I remember these words like it was yesterday when he told me, son, I need you to never dream. Because dreaming is like walking the streets with a bulls on your chest, and they lack a little precision sights of what they're scared of. And they're scared of you and what you could become. And that makes me scared for you, son, because I don't want to see you like our past visionaries, dead in the streets. So I need you to conform to the world, be what society wants you to be, blind, deaf, and dumb of what reality has really become. Read your books and learn your history, because your history will soon be your reality. Now, with the mentality, he was trying to destroy my thinking process. But Dad, I cannot compute. So I dreamed in secret, balling them up, throw them in the ocean, praying that they'll come back when I get older. But I got to give you thanks, Dad, for all the sacrifice and stability you had in my life. But I was just a kid that wanted to dream, and I never quite fit in with the rest of my friends. You see, I felt trapped in between four walls while one was trying to distinguish my dream by taking my third eye away. Snatched me out the cloud just to see me fall on my face, and it was open heart surgery. You held my heart in your hand. It was like you were training down prayer so blessings will never fall down. Still in dreams. It's like telling a crack abuser there's no Jesus, or telling God he can't use murder thieves or tax collectors. And now this is when star starts to roll in. The words, you will never be, or you will never achieve. And they in the dark trying to steal unseen visions of me ever becoming an artist or open up my own business to help others. And the room is starting to spin, and the words are getting louder, and all I can do is scream on top of my lungs, stop! Dear God, please give me the strength to dream. So to all y'all kids out there, dream big. No one stop you from your dreams. Dream big and reach for the stars, and you can do anything. Peace, love, salutations.
Yes.
I'm all for motivation. Peace, yo. I'm all for motivation words. Yes, this is what we need from our people, from our men. Thank you, Creative Minds. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Make sure y'all follow this man.
Have you been here before?
This is my first time.
No, this is his first time here at Virtual Voices, but he was at the hotline on Sunday spitting some sexy ass shit. So Just so y'all know, he gets down. He gets down over the erotic shit too.
For those who don't know, we refer to it quite frequently, but Jay does many things, including, I believe it's every third week, erotic. Is it third week?
I just changed it, so it's every first Sunday. It was every first and third, but you know, I'm trying to cut things down. I got a lot on my plate, so I'm trying to be realistic with my energy and my time. So I cut it down to once a month. So it's gonna be every first Sunday. It's called the Hotline. It's an erotic virtual open mic. And yeah, pull up. It's nice. It's very nice. We get dressed up and shit.
Sex positive, body positive. It's a very different vibe, but it's definitely a great platform to release. But Creative Minds, we thank you. We welcome you to the Virtual Voices family, and we hope to see you back. Please come back.
Yes, please. He's dope. He's dope. I see you, Marco, dropping a mic. I'll slide in your DMs in a second, Mark.
Yeah. For everybody who has already performed, we ask that you leave, but we don't want you to just leave. We want you to leave and watch on Facebook or YouTube, so that way when we have round 2, you can return. But we are going to keep it moving and grooving. We have a few people left on the round. Wisdom, that one didn't work, but it's okay. We miss one, we lose some. So we've got the great Sigma on deck, but coming to the mic right now. I haven't seen them in a hot minute. You hear me getting better with them pronouns, V? You hear me?
Yes.
He has taught me more about the LGBTQ experience than I'd learned in a long time. And they're just really great at being here when they can and just being open. Definitely open the doors for a lot of different types of performers. So they hold a special place in our heart. Let's give it up for our one and only little youngin. Let's give it up for V.
Hey, V.
Yeah. So for those of you who are confused, I'm non-binary and use they, them pronouns. So that's what all of that was about. And yes, you are getting better at the pronouns. I'm so proud of you.
Aww.
But today I'm going to be doing the same poem I did last week because I've been tweaking it. It's for a contest, so I've been really working on this. So the author, her name is Angie Thomas, and she is the author of The Hate You Give. And she's doing a contest with another organization, and the prompt is about the American dream. Oh, what is it? I just forgot, but it's like, dream your American dream. So this is my poem. I used to think the American dream didn't apply to me, but then I realized my American dream is whatever I want it to be. It's whatever I see when I sleep. But what if my American dream is just to be able to exist without having to resist a fascist regime that wants to put me in conversion therapy? Because I'm non-binary, I'm gay and trans and ace and pan. That's right, I got 5 pride flags to my name. Because being gay isn't a choice, it's a game, and I'm winning.
Yes, bars.
And I'm winning. And all the bigots' heads are spinning, because all the insults and hate they're spitting at me just keeps bouncing off my shield of positivity. I refuse to let their words bother me. And unfortunately, not only have I been beat up and bullied and teased, but honestly, I'm pretty lucky. Because not only am I still alive, but I thrive thanks to an understanding family. And if it ever got too dangerous for me to be an out and proud LGBT, I could hide and pass and lie and dash right back into the closet. Though doing that makes me want to vomit. If I spend too long in there, I get claustrophobic. If I spend too long in there, I start to get all stoic. I start to turn numb. I hate having to play dumb about who I am. Because Mary's little lamb may have been white as snow, but I'm the rainbow sheep of my family. Though while one side of my family is proud that I'm out, the other side would probably scream and shout at me if they knew my sexuality. Because, quote, the Bible says Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Well, that's bullshit. And you're a hypocrite. Because the Bible also says to love your neighbor as yourself. And I know you don't treat yourself the way you treat everyone else. And the Bible isn't just some buffet where you can pick and choose what you want to put on your tray. It's all or nothing. So stop your bluffing. Because if breaking one little old rule means I'm going to hell, well, I guess you're going to end up there as well. Because you broke the second most important rule of all. And according to your own logic, that will be your downfall. And look, I know some people got it so much worse. Look, I know some people end up in a hearse. But when I close my eyes, you want to know what I see? You want to know my great big American dream? It's being able to be who I am without anyone attacking me. That's right, my American dream is simply being able to be myself safely. Sounds pretty messed up, right? That my dream is simply not having to live my life in fight or flight? What kind of world do we live in? Oh, I know, one that's dystopian. So you can keep your white picket fence and your carefree life with no expense. But me, I'm gonna hold on tight to my American dream. Good night, sleep tight, and dream your American dream tonight.
Yes. Wait, hold up, B. Hold up. Yo, you came through. She came. B came through with like the like snap, like that toot all the way. Yes. Yes.
I'm feeling the performance quality. I mean, I think you've always had your way and a comfort with the mic, but I definitely see that comfort just expanding a little more.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Own it.
I feel like going through the archives. Maybe not right now, but I want to go through the archives and grab like everybody's first performance on Virtual Voices versus like their most recent performance, and y'all gonna see what we see. Like we see this. Like, that was great. Your confidence was like on a whole nother level. Like your confidence is definitely growing, and I'm so proud of you. That was a really I love that piece.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being here, and I just immediately wanted to be like, yes.
Look, even our fans on Facebook and YouTube, they see your first performance, they see that you're growing. I'm gonna get emotional.
But I so badly wanted to be like, yes, queen. We need a gender neutral term for excitement.
For like royalty, that. Right? Like, yes, royal. How about that? Let's do that. Yes, royal. That's gender neutral.
I'm fine with yes, queen, because in the gay community, we use that for all genders.
That's fact.
Remember, I'm gay. That's our gender neutral term. It's yes, queen. We use that for everyone. Like Californian people. Did I just people from California say dude? Like,
yes.
For us, yes, queen is everyone.
I love it.
Royalty, yes, queen. We love to see it. Thank you so much for being here, V. I don't know how late you can be up with us this evening, but if you're able to stick around, then stick around.
I gotta go right now. I might be able to come back later. I don't know, but it's already like 8:30 where I am.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're here, and if you want to come back, you're more than welcome. You already know.
And if not, we will definitely see you soon. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Love you, V.
We love V so much. I mean, truly, you want to talk about firsthand education. That's what that is right there. Feeling the confidence. And I love what you said, Jay, because you really can see the difference of people between then and now.
Yeah. Woo, guys, y'all out here really growing, like for real. I'm so I get it.
Growing. You were flowing and you were growing. Jay's about to cry out here. All right. We're going to keep it flowing and growing and towing and mowing the lawn, weeding out all of the negativity and being present amongst our people this evening. It's been a great night thus far. We've got our guy, Hans on Diggity Deck.
Yes, $40.
But coming to the mic right now, let's give it up for the Great Sigma.
Hey, first timer. Welcome, first timer.
Hey, thanks for having me. My name is Balin, aka Great Sigma. I'm a magician and a writer and a poet. So I'm going to do some poetry tonight. So I'm going to go
Wait,
by
you can't just
Balin,
say
but
you're a
hopefully I'll
magician.
be
Wait,
back
hold on,
next week.
hold on. You can't say you're a magician and then be like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Wait, are you?
All right. We'll do some magic first. How about that? Let's see if I can.
Wait,
what we can see here. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm still not used to performing this one. Everyone's like, do some. All right. I already do this. This is done with 4 cards. They're the 4 jacks. Now, tell the people that. Where am I at here? Sorry, I've got the jitters. It's my first time here. All right. Now,
oh, you're good. We're enjoying this.
during All Hallows Eve. Here we go. So the ink on the back of the cards binds the spirits of the cards to their faces. But around All Hallows Eve, as we near October,
ooh,
the veil grows thin, and you'll see one by one.
Oh.
What?
Yo!
And it's not just the faces, it's the
Wow.
faces too.
Yo!
This is.
Where did they go? Where
Now,
did they
of course,
go? Are they gonna clear my room?
They've left their cards to make
Wow.
mischief and merriment with a little bit of magic.
I'm done.
All right, here we go. Last one. And you're going to see it happen. Are you ready?
Oh shit! Yo!
That was so cool too, because that was up close and personal too. Like that was like we saw up close and personal.
Yo, that was so good.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys like that. It's been a long time since I've gotten to do magic in the flesh.
You're always welcome to do magic and or poetry here. Yeah, let's hear what you got.
Okay, well, I was going to read a new poem about current events, but I don't want to bum everybody out, so I'm going to read something
It's whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
Do your thing.
I bum people out all the time.
All right, we're gonna do an old one. It's the sound of flint on steel that sparks a flame. The blacksmith is at work, striking metal with metal over fire. He inhales the smoke and pounds out a nail. This is his practice. The smoke reminds him he is alive, and the fire tells him he is living. When he is done and the last ember fades into gray, clink, he drops the nail with the others. He keeps them in an old marmalade jar with a gold lid on his mantelpiece, as if showcasing his work. Shk! Flint meets steel, ignites flame, and the blacksmith is at work. He hammers out his nail, inhaling the fumes to remind him he is alive, and clink, drops it in the marmalade jar with the others. Shk! Flint meets steel, and no one wants to tell him that his habit has become an addiction. The blacksmith buys metal by the carton now, burning dollars and time to hammer out his nails. Clink, another lands in the jar. Shk! Flint meets steel, and he inhales the fumes again. It's getting harder to ignore the bits of metal in his teeth and the burns on his fingers. Clink, another lands in the jar. Shk! The blacksmith burns another moment as if he doesn't know he's torching his own time. Clink, every nail he makes is at the cost of the time it takes to cast it. Shk! The bus came late today and he was in a hurry. Clink! He could have spent 5 more minutes on the phone with a friend. Shh! Clink! 3 more minutes he could have had with his daughter. Shh! Clink! He could have been out with his family. Instead, he spent the weekend hacking up blood and flecks of iron. Shh! Clink! He coughs all the time now, and when he does, I can see the glint of the shards between his smog-blackened teeth. Fragments of nail after nail cast into the air by hammer stroke after hammer stroke. Shh! Flint meets steel, and the blacksmith hammers away. The smoke is death, and the fire reminds him he is dying. Clink! He wanted to be buried. But all that is left now that the smoke has cleared is a pile of ash. I thought about casting it into the sea, but it was too late to put out his flame. So instead, I keep his ashes in a vase on my mantelpiece, next to an old marmalade jar filled with coffin nails that will never be used.
That was powerful.
Poet and the magical poet. Like
you got a great thing going for you with the both of those. Let me tell you, because that's the most unique thing ever. Can I ask you, sir, Balin? Which one is it?
Balin, yeah, you got it.
Balin, can I ask you where are you tuning in from, and how did you hear about it?
I'm tuning in from Redmond, Washington, and I heard about you guys from Jody Knowles over at Luminous Minds Project.
Hey!
Yeah.
Jody, Luminous Minds, shout out to the West Coast showing love.
Yeah, yes. I've been looking for a good outlet for poetry.
So
if you want to see some of the art and some of the stuff I make, I'm going to prop myself a little bit more. Hold on.
Yeah, you're an artist. He's so dope. I was like low-key stalking him on Instagram. So he has like these etch-a-sketch like artwork that he does. What the heck is that?
Yes.
You make that? Oh wow. See? Like, listen, guys, you don't just have to perform. You can come and show off your art. That's so cool.
Oh, that's amazing, Balin. How cool.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. I didn't even get a chance to tell you about my favorite lines in your poem, and you're already amazing us again. So shout out to Luminous Mind for hooking us up with Sir Balin, and Sir Balin all the way out in Washington. Thank you so much for feeling comfortable enough to share your deep work and your magic with us. We really hope you come back, and you're incredibly talented. We'd love to continue to have you as part of our Virtual Voices family. So
yes, come back, Balin. We want to see more magic, more poetry, more art. Bring it, bring it, bring it.
Yes,
I will be back. Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I'll hang around while see what else you guys are doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
That was so awesome. That was so awesome. Yeah, that was great. And this is
shit, you know what I'm saying?
This is what we're talking about. Virtual Voices. We get people, all types of people, ages, sizes, colors from all over the place, bringing all types of talent. We've had mentalists, magicians, dancers. We've had all types of stuff. So that just goes to show what the type of show that we create and the type of space that we create for our people. We're going to keep it moving and grooving. We've got our guy, Poetically Nate, on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for the one, the only. We love to love him. Let's give it up for Hans.
What's up, there? How you doing? So I'm gonna give you guys some new shit. It's not completed new shit though. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull a JRose this week. But it is partially memorized. So okay. In a Christian household, You often hear the words, never idolize false gods. Growing up, I thought that meant praying to little statues, but as a grown man, my perspective has changed. Gods are creators that have the ability to turn non-existence into legacy in the palms of their hands, greatness. Never to be feared, only to be questioned. Another famous quote we hear is, "We're made in God's image." I might not be in church every Sunday, but the image is getting clearer. Every day I look in the mirror, I'm looking at a God. Rest in peace to the woman that always reminded me never idolize false gods. I just had a mind gap. Wait, can I start over? I think I need to stand up. Let me get in my element real quick.
I was just gonna say, yo, stand the fuck up, take that do-rag off, get your shit together, Hans.
Yeah, because today was a day, so we gonna get it. We gonna still run that back real quick. All right. Growing up Christian, you always hear the quote, "Never idolize false gods." Growing up, I thought that meant praying to little statues, but as a man, my perspectives have changed. Gods are creators that have the ability to turn non-existence into legacy in the palms of their hands, greatness. Never to be feared, only to be questioned. Another quote we hear is, "We're made in God's image." I might not be in church every Sunday, but the message is getting clearer. Every day I wake up, I look at a God in the mirror. Rest in peace to the woman that always reminded me never idolize false gods. I know a lot of y'all aren't religious, so I'm going to translate for y'all. Never idolize a bum-ass nigga. Don't envy, imitate, or pray to be like that nigga. Even bullshit looks like wisdom when the vocabulary's good. Satan is seemingly irresistible in a high-end suit, white tee, Balmain jeans, Balenciaga shoes, and snake tempting women to come eat the fruit. Now Eve's leaving the hospital, a mother or positive. Does any of this sound godly? Unworthy of being praised. I don't care what amount he makes or how well he performs on stage. I'm not bowing my head to pray to be an idol. The one that everybody praises, but they never see his real face. They never see his real face. What's going on with me today? They never see his real face. Our shit almost called the Holy Ghost. Nah, that's just real shit shaking the place. I don't sit with Judas to end up betrayed. So you can keep that golden plaque resume on that chiseled marble. I'm good on that. Wait, I had another mind gap, y'all. Maybe this is not it's a little too new shit. It's a little too new shit.
But the best of us.
You got another one for us?
Y'all, what y'all want to hear? Why don't you pick something?
What's the one you just did? The water one.
Oh, I don't know.
No? Okay. How about I want my neighborhood black?
I can do that one. You know what? I think don't want to take it back some. I think I want to take it back some.
Yes, bring it.
Take it back to some original shit. Take it back original shit. So this is called Father. Let me set my phone up because my shit is fucking up. All right. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, boo.
Alrighty, boom. I'm sorry, y'all. Today was a day. Shout out to Mars Retrograde for fucking everybody up.
Yo, word.
But I'm glad to be here with y'all. Let me say that. Poetry, y'all make me happy. Thank you, Leah and JRose, as always, for creating a space. Now I'm gonna get into it. Father, you and I both know we have issues communicating. We also have issues finding commonality and relating. So for you, I've compiled all my feelings and put them into a poem. Because if I don't, you'll never know them. And this is not something I want to postpone. So here I go, Father. I don't hate you, nor do I love you. However, I will never let anyone take the picture I have of you. But please understand that it is just a picture. Because every time I'm with you, the little boy in me craves the love and attention from his daddy. But the grown man who sits across from you knows absolutely nothing about you. I'm not going to lie. There are times I wish you would hit my line just to check up on me, just to see if I was fine, instead of those awkward 1 or 2 hour dinners, once in the blue, or those 2 to 3 text messages, 1 to 2 months at a time. However, I'll be fine, as I've come to terms with the fact that we have the same last name, but we have 2 different minds. If the situation was reversed and the responsibility was mine, I would grab you and kiss you on your forehead as I remind you that you are enough. I would never stop reminding you that you are enough. No matter the grown man or the little boy standing in the doorway asking when his daddy coming home, being a father is not something I would postpone. It's like you don't understand there are many different ways to spell defeat when no one is home. Switch roles. I'm sorry I raised my voice, Father. I'm sorry I took that tone, Father. However, every day I look in the mirror, the image gets clear that this is the only way present day I will receive you. I don't know how many different languages I have to speak to tell you, Father, I need you no matter 1, 2, 18, or 22. Father, I need you. I'm tired of the generational divide and the concept of family. Father, can you hear me? I'm sorry I didn't convey this message clearly. However, there are times I wish you were near me, and that's when I had to snap back to reality. Brandon, stop asking for things that you've never had. Stop asking for support from a man that can't understand where he went wrong. Without men like him, there would be no Papa's Rolling Stones. There would be no laying of the hat that made his home filled with bastard children with issues like mine. God, why are there some men like this? If we were made in your likeness. And that's when I had to remind myself, Brandon, what the point of writing this was, as if he would even address it. That's when I had to remember people don't breathe life into things they've never accepted.
Come on.
It's been a day, y'all. Bear with me. I'm human. Let me say that I'm human. So like, don't ever think that I'm on any other level. I have fucked up days too where I can't remember shit.
Come on. You do not owe anybody a disclaimer after presenting us with that, okay? You got it, dude.
That was beautiful.
We feel you. We love you. That was beautiful. The execution was on point. We felt everything at the bottom of our hearts. We got
the yelling. I was like, I feel this.
Yes. As always, Hans, you amaze us, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for always supporting us and for doing what you do for us and the community.
I love you.
We got some stuff coming. I'm excited.
Let me tell you, you think I got a few of my creative partners in my partners in creative crimes are all
like things with like 50 people at once.
Listen, I'm all about collaborating with people that are trying to do shit. So that's why I fucks with you, Leah. I fucks with you, Hans. I see you over there, Ro. Nate, like y'all becoming like family, and the new family, Shamelo, Azar coming through, like y'all just out here. Flacco's about to be our new family too. He just doesn't know it yet.
No, but it really has become like I've been saying so much tonight, like our virtual voices family, because that's really what it is and what it's become. Those who come every week and those who can't come every week, like it's really just been an outlet and something to look forward to. Like I told y'all, like being back in the office, like it always a second win when I get in here, because it really holds me down. And you got your day job and then you have your night purpose, you know what I mean? So
love it.
That's where
Forever 7 on YouTube. I checked your email, boo. I've emailed you the info. Slide through.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. We've got Poetically Nate coming to the stage. Wait,
yeah.
Well, let's give it up. Let's put our hands together for Poetically Nate, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, what's good?
Newly published author.
Oh yeah, what's good? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, I haven't been here since what? March?
It's been a little while, but welcome back.
Welcome back, yeah.
Yes.
I've been working on my book lately. I had to step off.
Yes.
So if y'all want to get my book, it will be on the link is in the bio on Instagram. And if y'all want to sign copy, y'all can DM me. I will send you the pre-order form.
Yes.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
We good, boo. What you got?
Nate, what you got for us on the skit?
I got a love poem, and then I got like a justice poem too.
All right, let's go. You got 5 minutes, baby.
Hey, whoa. My poem is called The Love Executioner. I the one that will give you all the assets. My love is so serene, like the taste of tang,
It comes like a spring setting of freedom. My love will break the dirty shackles off your feet. I explore on you like the right venues. I will make you like a woman phenomenally. We can make love to each other phenomenally. I just want to give your heart access, kiss you and all the pretty things, lick your body up and down like a sweet spicy tang, going round and round like blue waters on you, giving your heart the greatest freedom. I'll take you to the city of your good freedoms. We be so engaging, so great and phenomenally. I don't want to put the pressure on you, but I just want to give your body the lovely access. You have me going smelling like a glass of tang, sucking my heart in all the right venues. I create access to your true feeling because I'm phenomenal with a shot of good tang. But in the end of the day, I love you in all the right venues. Thank you. And I'm gonna do a justice piece because I know I don't got that much time.
Yes. Let's do it.
Take your time. Take your time. That was hot fire. Let's see what you got next.
Beautiful. Love and justice. Let's do it.
So let me. Let me see. All right, hold on. All right, so I think I memorized this, but I didn't like I just wrote it like last week.
Okay, new shit.
It's called the Party of One. It's not about left and right. It's not about blue versus red. It's not about democracy versus dictatorship. It's all about fighting the oppression. We are the party of one that got to fight the injustice of the police. Not all cops are bad, but there's the rotten eggs that's spoiled for everybody else. We, as the party of one, that got to stop this madness. We, as the party of one, that got to beat the oppression. We, as the party of one, that got to rise above and beat it. We, the party of one. Thank you.
Ooh.
So
I felt that.
Y'all could follow me on Instagram, and like I said earlier, y'all could cash at me. It's Nate the Kid 11, and I could and I hope to see you on the rest of the show. I might come back in the last round.
Okay.
Yeah, Nate, stick around. Thank you so much for blessing us with that heat. We appreciate you always.
Shout out to all the boys out there around that just came through. Shout out to V. V did it real good. She stepped her game.
Yeah, she's
I know. Kills it every time.
Awesome.
Let me step off.
All right, thanks, Nate. We love you. Make sure y'all follow him. He's got a dope visual too for the books. So check that out. That was really fire. I know that Hans had something to do with that too, because Hans is a poet. He does.
Yeah, we had to bring him in.
Videography.
Hans on the visuals,
We had to bring him in.
Trust me, yo, we got a photo shoot coming up. Y'all not even ready for that shit. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Nah, get JRose books. Like her journal is dope.
Oh yes.
Speaking of which, mine just came in the mail today.
Yes, you gotta fucking post that shit and tag us. What the fuck?
This shit is fire though.
Yes.
Tag us. Let people know because it really isn't it's a great journal. I love it.
And we put a lot of work and time and love into it. Many a morning Zoom call.
Yeah, we don't take this.
All right, so we've got yay! Yeah. All right. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Virtual voices. It's Leah V in the place to be and JRose, because you already know. So I'm gonna say it enough times so she gets it. We're gonna keep it popping. It's not stopping. That's a new one.
Write that shit down.
Write that shit down. We're gonna keep it popping and not stopping. All right. We've got our guy Flacco coming to the mic. Jay and I are gonna bless y'all after that. But everybody, put your hands together for Flacco.
Hey, what's up?
Right. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Warm response or anything. All right. So, okay. Just gonna do my piece, walk in, walk out, and do it. All right. So, 17 years. 17 years of me having to fucking deal with life lessons and everything, but not understanding like what actually pushed me in order for me to be able to grow up and the things that I actually had to deal with. 17 years because it was like 17 years has been many fucking blessings, but 17 years, like the whole point, the only reason why was because of today. Today happened. Today happened in 2001. Many lives lost. Many people fucking going through their own fucking shit. I can't turn around and be like, and this is why I turn around and be like, this is my blessing. My blessing is that I am here today. I've served with people, I've worked with people, and they lost their lives fighting for whatever the fuck is the actual fucking fight was. So I gotta take it as a fucking blessing. And what pisses me off is that I turn around and I was like, so you can turn around and be like, you can live an entire fucking career, retire, and then all of a sudden you lose your life in a fucking accident. That's the shit that I'm dealing with. That's the understanding point. Like life has also, it was like, I know motherfuckers that have killed people, but then all of a sudden it was like the same person that killed somebody while they were at war. They turned around and it was like they took their own life. That's shit that we gotta be able to fucking think about. That's why I'm telling you that anything that is happening right now, it's a blessing to me. I gotta be able to accept that shit. Like, yeah, we can go through fucking trials and tribulations, being in drama, or whatever. But you gotta be able to fucking actually think about it, like the people that you actually care about, the people that have gone through it with you. Sometimes you just gotta be able to sit back and be like, yes, I'm 35 years old. Yes, I'm blessed. I have a beautiful fucking family. But guess what? The people that I've lost, they weren't able to see the step that I'm in. So that is a blessing to me. Today is really comes from my fucking heart. I talk about it all the goddamn time. I go through my shit, but guess what? I love where I'm at because I am fucking blessed. So, number one, many blessings always. Check me up on Sunday checking and we'll be able to fucking talk it out. So, I'm out. One. Much love and thank you. I
Blanca, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. You spoke that truth, and I think that that's something that everybody needs to hear. It really, I could tell it came from the heart, and just thank you so much for feeling comfortable enough to say those things with us. It's really deep stuff. Thank you.
can even
I'm
hear
all
my shit.
muted
What
and
the
shit.
fuck is
I'm
this?
mad
What's wrong?
excited. I was mad excited just now and very muted.
Mm.
Ugh. I would say, Flacco, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for your service. And we appreciate like bringing us to that space so we can have a better understanding. That was powerful.
Thank you very, very much. I think he said he was having a little bit of trouble hearing us, but we appreciate you, Paco. We're going to keep it moving and grooving. We have some people left on round one, and then we're going to get into round two. So, without further ado, I'm gonna have my girl, my co-hostess with the mostest, JRose, bless us with another one. Let's all give it up for JRose.
Oh my. Oh, thank you. So, Ambition pulled up in here and did a hip hop piece. And I do write rap sometimes, but I'm not gonna rap because I actually dug into my archives of poetry. I've been writing for over 20 years, so I have a lot to dig through. And I found a piece that I wrote 5 years ago. So I'm gonna read it to y'all. I hope y'all like it. Ambition, you better be listening. You better be watching. If you missed this, it's your fault. All right, so this is titled Her, but it's like H.E.R. You know, kind of like that song that Common has called I Used to Love Her, for you hip hop lovers. Woo. All right. She went from black queen to trap queen, and it only took 35 years. She used to yell for unity with one fist in the air and the other on her chest. Now she rides around behind windows heavily tinted by the shadow of her self-respect. Her voice once echoed through parks and stoops where summer memories were born. Now her words are used to keep youthful minds docile. The realities of her struggling communities took the sound waves by storm. Every element of her existence went from hobby to an idolized lifestyle. Now all we want to do is eat, sleep, breathe, and bleed her. And like natural resources needed to sustain life, she must be protected. Her purity has been compromised to send the wrong message between the lines. She spoon feeds us false images of success and happiness to all five senses. Sensory overload that superficial, gluttonous masses gladly pay for. Truth seekers are forced to dig underground for a taste of her progressive evolution, while non-believers sit back and accept the exploitation of her mind, body, and soul as the obvious path. My heart goes out to the empress formerly known as hip-hop. She might not care for me anymore, but I still love her. That's all I got. Leah hates when I say that.
I do hate when you say that, but still. I love that the Empress, formerly known as hip hop. That's fucking powerful. You need to get that on some merch or something. So that was everything.
Thank you. All right. We'll think about it. Look at how I'm holding up the unblocked journal out.
Hey, exactly. Get your unblocked journal and write things like Jay. So, yeah, everybody, if you don't, I don't know how you could possibly not, but make sure you follow JRose at my_crumbled_thoughts, and you can find all of our various @ signs all over the place. So make sure you get into it. Thanks for blessing us, Jay.
You're welcome, babe. Well, I know we're on that hip hop shit, and you have this piece called Track 6 that I know will go perfect as a response piece to Ambition's hip hop piece. So you want to share Track 6 with us? That's my joint right there.
All right. This poem is mad long, but I'm gonna try to cut it a little bit.
Yes, it's mad long, but it's good. It's a really good piece. Like.
Thank you. So Ambition was talking about when he fell in love with hip hop, and he talked about Biggie. For me, and you'll hear about it in this poem, I fell in love in a lot of ways, but really it was when I first heard Illmatic by Nas that I really did it for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into Track 6. Jay, blow me up, Jay.
Oh shit, my bad.
There we go. Blow me up. All right, so.
I'm dead.
So Track 6. Hip hop started out in the heart, Now everybody's just trying to chart. I said, hip hop started out in the heart, Not everybody's just trying to chart. I said, I remember cut telephone cables during Double Dutch. Cocoa ices on the corner and Christmas on the parkway. My brothers awakening from sweet slumber to join me in journeys through park stalls and fire hydrant waterfalls. Awakening immediately selling me on serenity in the form of sonic freedom. We wore music then. Played in those days, sold Barbies on my stoop while my girl group wasn't hip-hop hopping while the box boomed. And I hate to reveal it, but it was that early 2000 that bred me. LL's tone as he honed that all his pride was all he had. relished in Ashanti rhythms. Murder Inc. my initiation, but as CD spun, so did my craving for mass wordplay, and somewhere along the way, I discovered Nas. This my track 6. Illmatic was unlike anything that's ever sunk into my skin. Saxophone seeping through lyrics lacking breath. Could it be a combination of eloquence and rebellion? Beauty and the Beast of NYC streets pumping through eardrums, hitting awkward advances of puberty. I realized then I needed more 90s. Back then, Z100 was still pumping throwback attacks, likely because those tunes lacked the expletives we rap fans lick like licorice these days. Truth is, I love me some vulgarity. It's charity, really, the power and profanity our genre possesses. It was a niece that wrote, cussing doesn't come from a lack of vocabulary. I know all of the other words, but none of them speak the same language that my fucking heart does. So it was cool like that, popping up on the morning show with Elvis Duran. Diggable Planets sank into my Saturn. I swear rappers be like seamstresses, stressing sounds to make strange words sound silky. Minor English lesson for you fine folk. I'm a alliteration illustrator, a contester of consonants. I make music, moving mouths, marking masterpieces. Alliteration defines what I did there, but assonance is another matter. Assonance means sound, rounding pounds of long lounges and houses of mouths. And I learned both verbal tricks after discovering Outkast shortly after arriving at the 90s. Sure enough, the South had something to say. Source Awards 96 made history of hip-hop. Big and Pac double homicide drop debatedly began at that spot, unsurprisingly so. After all, battle has always paved the way for flow over beat, fighting and hip-hop and gangs and streets. It sounds cliche, but all truths do, I imagine. After all, rap is passion stemming from struggle, and struggle stands hand in hand with nurtured hate. We can get into systemic oppression and the lessons I've learned while not in school, researching truths on how strategically drugs found our youth, loosened our chances, fought our advances. I could tell you all about how the playing field is not level, how statistically speaking they manufactured our rebels, created discomfort, displacement, false hatred, and aced it. Put our people in the ring always against one another, because who else are you going to hit when you spend all your time with your brother? And that's real. But back to the baseline we go. I grew up on Wheezy 2, Yeezy 2, back when he was only a minimal fool. All falls down, still knocks when you're having a moment. That rhyme scheme, spitting insecurity, some of his finest moanings. Pairing of old school and new school, pair pun not intended. He inspired all to pen it. Found a fondness of love rhymes, of rap, Mary J, Method Man, such a classic act. You're all I need to survive, she sang it. Most Def Crowley called her a brown-skinned lady. 21 Questions, one of my favorite love letters, but nothing compares to The Light. Common, the Casanova, trendsetter supreme, empowering queens through romantic scenes, and all that boo loving doesn't mean I don't enjoy classic street themes, because Wu-Tang still ain't nothing to fuck with. And when that Shook One's beat drops, there's no way you can stop. Ether, an annihilation. Attorneys study that art of violent articulation. Prove yourself, lose yourself in the sport of shuckling shackles via poverty. Hip-hop grew from the gutter, and I knew no other than that rose from concrete. Tears in my eyes while I let that song cry. I lost one when I heard Jay's Lost Ones, and I rejoiced when I heard Lost Ones by Lauren. Such is wordplay, foreplay, it's all play. Subway station Showtime shows the method of melting pots of hip-hop. We're all amid that same concrete jungle plot line. We're all trying to make our way on time while that fitted cap flips over that hat while that boy shines. And when I was that little dancer's age, my brother Rigo explained Big being ready to die when he wrote Ready to Die. Ariel pulled that top down when he visited from out of town and told me all about DJ nightclub doings. Man, I couldn't wait to be at that age where both liquor and loose notes could flow freely throughout me, away from the seemingly skyscraping fencing ends that my father protectively forced upon me. Such a rush I was in. But those fences couldn't save me, and I'm glad that hip-hop made way for me, teaching me the lessons that poetry would pay for me, the lessons that hip-hop gave to me, like rap is no place for women. It's a Stockholm Syndrome admiration that flows throughout the entire rhythm nation. Ava said, to be a woman in love with hip-hop is to be in love with your abuser, because hip-hop was and is that, yet the culture is ours. You heard that? The culture is ours. And so I spent hours speculating my being outnumbered, questioning whether Nikki exploits or empowers, whether sexualization is defense or offense. Can I be both feminist and queen of the fandom? If I blackballed every hip hopper who ever laid hands on a she, then my headphones might remain muted. I question this every day, yet still I can't pull away. I can't pull away. It's like every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Look, we all navigate this world addicted. One way or another, we're conflicted by the complexity of sound and how it sways us, sickens us, seduces and abuses us. But I'm telling you, that boombox on my front stoop in the Bronx granted me sonic freedom in the form of culture, courtesy of Cool Herc on Sedgwick Ave. He and countless others who cultivated and cooked up and cracked open and caressed this rebellion conglomerate that is hip hop. Started out in the heart, Now everybody's just trying to chart. I said hip hop started out in the heart, Not everybody's just trying to chart. I said hip hop, I dedicate this art. I said hip hop, I promise you my heart. I said hip hop. That's my track 6. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, guys. Oh, did Jay get disconnected? I think I don't know where she is. Jay, hello, Jay. Jay's not on the screen. Thank you, guys. I guess. Well, there she is.
Sorry. I'm a hot mess right now.
Thank you guys so much for listening. And in the spirit of time, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. So I won't ask you guys for compliments, but we're gonna.
Girl, read the comments. The comments was on fire.
I never do that. I always forget to after. But thank you.
You gotta go back and look at all the comments.
Thank you, everybody, for your comments. I'm looking at them now. We gotta keep it moving and grooving.
Yes, we got 4 more performers to wrap up the first round. We are gonna do a second round. Only thing is, we gotta make this a lightning round. Okay, so what does that mean? Your pieces, if they can please be under 5 minutes. I would even say shoot for a nice hard 3. Just so that we can get through. Yeah, because there's still a lot of people that want to come back for the second round, and usually the second round we only have a few people, but now everybody want to fucking stick around tonight. All right, I'm here for it. I'm not even mad. So let's do a nice lightning round for the second round, but let's get these next 4 performers to come through and do their thing because I haven't seen some of them in a while and I missed them. There we go.
There! I was like, "What is she going to?" Okay, we got Arson the Poet on Diggity.
And then Rayanne is new here, so we out here. We out here.
Well, we got Arson on deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for our guy. We love to see him all the time. He's just such a positive force and just a professional athlete. We can all learn from him. Give it up for Shanella!
Yes! Yo, he a poet, guys.
Well, I like to say it's good to see everybody. Leah, you smashed it. Everybody did a great job. I was very, very impressed. I'm excited. And now that we're in the spirit of hip hop, I want to keep it there because that's where I live at anyway. So I take hip hop very personally, not only is it my livelihood, but it's part of my spirit as well. So I don't know who you are, and I don't even know what you want. But if you're looking for me to dance some more on a dance floor with the fanciest moves ever seen in a dance off, with the dance maneuvers never seen before by humans in a dance hall, I'm talking kick flips, so quick, flip your pants off, windmills and splits, gymnastics, theatrics, backflips with no hand, y'all, even for the highest ransom. Understand, y'all, that's not the thing that I'm the man for. Or if you're looking for money or a handout, or if you got your hand out for more money for me to hand out, that's funny because I got nothing but love for you, dummy. And that's why I'm grinning at you like Winnie the Pooh, honey. But better still, with or without money, dance skills, or record deal, what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills that make it quite clear that I'm a living nightmare when a mic is near. Skills that I have acquired over a quite long career. And I don't have to ride on a horse through town to announce to y'all that I'm here like Paul Revere. But here's a little story I got to tell about one bad brother who was broke as hell. But he was dope as well. And he learned to write and recite songs that right wrongs, and he hoped they sell. Wherever he'd go to play, he'd come correct and catch wreck for real. And he prayed for a record deal, waited for his next paycheck just to pay for his next great meal. I mean, he would spit sick, grammatical, acrobatical lyrics that defied the laws of gravity, nature, and society. And he had a variety of styles that excited me. And if you haven't guessed already who that guy might be, shh, quietly, that guy was me. But I was still broke. Actually, I worked in a factory where I sported khaki jeans and steel toes. But I needed a raise because I've been living unhappily off of Cheetos and Frito-Lays, and it feels like I haven't eaten in days. And I acknowledge the scholars who I went to college with who said, how you going to make dollars with this conscious shit? Who's going to listen? And since you ain't got a pot to piss in, where has this nonsense got you? You ain't Frank Sinatra. You're more like a freaking phantom of a ghetto-ass opera. And as a matter of fact, didn't you get an Army ROT scholarship? Don't you know it's hard to find jobs? And you got a job that you don't even make dollars with. Because I was still broke. They said I'd have a better chance if I would talk about tits and ass or how I let that gun blast since I didn't want to come to class. To me, that wasn't it, bro, because I was still broke. But here is one thing that I've mastered, though. I've mastered the flow, whether fast or slow. So the tempo can go from slow to medium. Then it's when I send a slow flow from medium to speedy then. Because I spit it acidic. I hope critics get it. And if they don't get it, forget it. I still live it. And if they do get it, terrific. I'm with it. Give me the debit. Better yet, give me the credit. No limit. And remember this. You can't mimic this lyricist with gimmicks, kids. Because what grows and flows from your soul is limitless with benefits. See, I was exposed to the pros who showed me the basics of how to compose poetry and prose in the basement. See, I sold my first few flows to Belle Biv DeVoe. Then my career started to grow like a rose from the pavement. See, I felt like I had that ancestral soul of the griots who were kidnapped and sold and who rode in the basements of the slave ships. And the revelations from this Genesis are the genesis of these revelations. I learned to burn every mic in sight, and every night, if we wasn't on the mic or trying to write, we'd be out at some type of nightclub with the dim light bulbs, networking with people just like us, or with people who we wanted to like us, or with people who wanted to be like us. Half of them was faker than a faux ficus. So I earned every type of stripe when it comes to hype, bruh, but I was still broke. That's when I met Busta Rhymes, just in time. I'd jump on the sets with LONS to bust my rhymes, and I was still broke. But then 9 months after that Poison album dropped, the mailman dropped a royalty check inside the mailbox and I wasn't broke no more. I finally got paid for my pen, but not yet for my vocal cords. So every day we're evolving to be the best version of we that we can be, whether it be superhuman ability or human humility. We're accruing our superpowers, even if we don't even know what to do with ours. My superpower, to leap over nonsense with a conscience, and in a single bound, knock these demons and monsters unconscious. See, I grew up in a decent town where I felt peace, at least around the peace that I like to be around. Here's where I learned how to conquer the impossible. Here's where I became mythological, by making the illogical logical, because love conquers all, regardless of the obstacles. So no one eats and no one gets to sleep in peace if y'all don't get my hip hop back to me in one piece, because me and my team will creep up on the scene and release a previously unreleased piece at least once each week just to test your skill. And yes, we will always be fresh to death and dressed to kill. Dressed to kill. Capiche? So good luck.
Yes, I love you, Shamala. I love you so much.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's so good.
Yes, God.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Mello, I gotta give you Mama G's commentary. When you were done, she cheered and clapped and goes, what a
Thank you, Mama.
delivery.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So
that was
Mama Guns.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
He's just such a vet, you're just so, I'm just so thankful to have you as part
I
of our
love sharing with
family.
you guys.
Thank
You guys
so
keep a
much,
warm
Shamala.
environment.
Yo, I want to meet Shamala. We gotta go out for some like coffee or something. Like I'm gonna pull through. We gotta talk. I want to like pick your brain and know so much about like your journey. Like,
I'm trying to have you teach me. I feel like I learn so much from watching you every time. Like your ability to be both performative and conversational at the same time. Like, it is such a rarity. It is. It really is a beautiful thing.
Well, I appreciate it, and I'm also a student, and I'm learning from each of you all at the same time.
Yo, that slow motion line, I almost like fell off the bed. Like I wanted to throw myself off the bed.
I was like, whoa!
Yo, I was just about to be like, yo, do you want to be my mentor? Because I'm looking. Like I'm
Ambition started it.
I'm here. I'm mentoring so many people. There's so many people that like, you know, they actually like look up to me and I guide them. And I'm sitting here sometimes looking in the mirror and I'm like, yo, who the fuck is guiding me? Like who's helping me? Who's mentoring me? So I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna be sliding in your DMs soon, Shamala.
Absolutely, and you ladies have a powerful voices, and I really appreciate you all for opening your home to me. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, of course. Always welcome. All right, let's keep it going because we are actually running out of time.
All right. We got to keep it moving and grooving and moving. We might have to. Well, actually, I won't make any assumptions. All right, we've got Azar King on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for our girl, Arson the Poet. Woo!
Hi.
I miss you.
Hi. I'm dead nervous that I have to follow that, so that's cool. All right.
Oh, stop it, boo. You got this.
Okay. So I have a new piece for you. I'm the one who's going to kill the hip hop vibe, but it's called Verve, and I'm really excited to share it with you because it's kind of like a self-awakening piece. So hope you enjoy it.
Yes, new shit.
All right. Okay. I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. Been through 2 centuries, alive 3.5 decades. Trust that this resilience is reckless. Unbothered by your antics, I got world peace to achieve. Got a purpose in me to believe. Fought my own struggles. It's my mind that I juggle. Your lack of being unable to see that value in me has no effect on who I be. I'm an antique of perfect quality. I don't depreciate with time. I grow interest. Interest that encourages my brilliance, of which energy wasted on you wasn't expense. So now I renew it with an incense, smoke you out like a carcass, your dead weight, whose mannerisms were only irate, mistook you for having depth, but really you were disguising in a mind inept. To open your heart, you have to open your soul. That's how you feel whole. That wholeness is my goal, and in this moment, it is most attainable. Miss me with that negative. I'll remix that situation into a positive, like a DJ at a turntable. Remix. Someone once wrote, I'll stop writing when I have no more pain. But what if poetry is my virtue and pain is my gain? Does that mean I never stop writing until the world stops, until my world stops? I accept that I'm an exception. Been through the struggle of finding redemption. I'm okay. I keep my critiques at bay since there's no worse critic of me than me every day. I hold myself to that with conviction and contention. I have standards. I raise my own bar. I don't believe in competition, spreading love like a petition. To quote Talib, I ain't for shit in you now. Why won't I smile when I raise my worth every day and keep searching for soul satisfaction like a chain reaction? Beam like Beam light like it's the newest style, cloudy mind getting right. That's the new foresight. I sit in my meditations reflecting, thinking of all those affected. Struggle suddenly turns so casual when the grand scheme is so miserable. Humility, that's where my mind is. Peace, that's where my heart is. Solution, that's where my soul is. Unity, that's what the goal is. Vision so clear now you can call me clairvoyant, looking at the world as it is and seeing that it's love that's amiss. I've been blessed to turn around my stress and use my heart to help dismiss this distress. So now I have a mission. Time to take this new vision and put the hate back in remission. Thanks. That's all I got.
Arson, what about sending your poems that way?
Ah.
Arson, she's
that was beautiful.
Wait,
yeah, that was also extensive, Arson. Yes, Jay, we can hear you. Arson, that was like longer than your usual pieces. I felt like, and was it? Am I right?
It probably was. I kind of went on a rant. It was like I had a morning meditation, and I was like, "Ooh, I know," and I just like kept writing for a while, so it might be longer than usual.
And I have to tell you that Mama Gons in the back.
I'm here for it.
Mama Gons was like, "Oh my gosh, she's gotten even better."
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
One fan.
Thanks, guys.
We love you. Make sure you follow our girl Arson. She's killing it all the time, and we appreciate her. But if you finish a poem like that again, I don't know.
Yeah, love you, bro. Please follow her.
I'm just kidding. All right. We're gonna finish off with the last two before we go through a super duper lightning round. I'm talking like less than 3 minutes if possible. So we have Shandy on deck, but coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Azar King.
What's going on, y'all, man?
Azar was over at the hotline too, dropping some sexy bars.
You know what I'm saying? You know me, I try to keep the panties wet sometimes. If y'all don't know me, man, I'm Azar King, aka Professor X Poetry, sometimes Azar 15. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Y'all talking hip hop, so we're gonna get into the hip hop. Why not?
Hey.
It was like a few years, man. It's been like 3 years now. I done got the belly of the beast. Shit, I'm looking better than ever. 35. Boxing my demons. You know how I do. Hey. Check it. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing pain. Sometimes I'm walking on the road, I'm feeling pain. I'm asking God why he can't stop the rain. Thoughts coming in my brain like a freight train. Damn. Reflecting on the past. Devil coming out the dark, trying to catch me in his wrath. Trying to throw me away like Brenda's baby in the trash. Now I'm turning into Joker, get a slick graph. Batman while I'm dressed in the black. Remember in 96 when I first stepped the crack? 2000, I was whipping up the coke. I was trying to get the fast money. Fuck being broke. Mama sitting on the bed crying tears. Years later, I'm doing a 20-year bid. I was only 18 doing a 20-year bid. Damn, I was still a kid, but I got in my cell and I start working. Had my brain like an S in the club, it was twerking. Looking like a mechanism trying to figure out how I'ma break free of this fucking prison. Obama wrote a note, then it gave a quote. He said, son, you gotta learn first before you be broke. So I went in my cage, then I walked in circles like I was trapped in a maze. I went chapter to chapter, page by page. Looking in the mirror, man, now I'm seeing a rage. But today, shit, I'm free from my cage. But I came home to be trapped in another maze. See, I was in my house, feeling innocent. Some days God talked in a premonition. Mama sitting on the bed trying to force me to listen. I'm like, yo, I just came home from prison. I gotta roam the streets, get this money and eat. Sometimes it get hot like Dante's Peak. Damn, feeling like a slave cause I got hurt feet. Remember the days I was planning on ending my heartbeat. Razor in my hand, Wanna slip my wrist, wondering, God, would I be the one they really miss? But then I thought about my little girl kiss, the one I haven't had yet. Put my life in check. Red lights, slow down. King, swam through the water, now I never drown. Back home, pound for pound. Fuck that shit, I'm free now. And I'ma get it now. Hey, that's Azar King, y'all. I ain't gonna hold that time like that, cause I know we going to that fantasy round. That fast shit. That was a little quick little freestyle for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was
Quick
fire.
little freestyle for y'all.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was a little quick little freestyle. You know.
Oh, that was fire! I'll give it up for Azar King. You make sure you follow Azar King too. We love us a freestyle artist. Thank you so much for being here. We gotta keep it moving and grooving. We got False Prophet on deck. What?
Hold on, I didn't put Azar's information. He has it up there, but you know, please follow him, Azar King 3. All right, I didn't put it. I'm sorry.
She be doing like 10 things at once. But make sure you follow our guy Azar. We ain't got nothing but love for him. We got False Prophet on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Shandy. Woo!
Hey, frequent flyer.
I'm glad to be here tonight. Thank you guys. Everybody has been like, oh my gosh, blazing tonight. So I'm gonna bless you guys actually with a poem that I did last week that my dog interrupted.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it again. It's called September.
Oh yes. Okay, can you just speak a little louder so we hear you real good?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, much better.
Okay. September, full of beauty and pain, shades of amber and fiery gold. Leaves stand still, but tall buildings fall.
Shandy, you muted yourself. There we go.
Okay. Let me
Yes. Move, put it closer again. Do the thing with the ear that you did last time so you could sound better. Yeah.
How's that? That's better?
Start over.
All right.
Yes.
And just project your voice just a little bit.
All right. Sorry, this piece is called September. September, full of beauty and pain, shades of amber and fiery gold. Leaves stand still, but tall buildings fall. Now I look outside my window. It's been 16 years and nothing much has changed. It's the 9th day of September, and just another birthday came. Time is running out of this special day that falls, longing for the days of young, so many memories recalled, smiling faces, whimsical fantasies, virgin eyes, red bicycles with streamers so long you can touch the sky. Soul train lines and candles dancing right before my very eyes. September, full of beauty and pain, shades of amber and fiery gold. Leaves stand still, but tall buildings fall when I look outside my window and nothing much has changed. Another day, blood covers the leaves, another casket lying in the breeze with our firstborn all tattered and torn. Another season of police killing us, no good reason for us killing us. Another day of us marching for us. And I look outside my window, and it's been 16 years and nothing much has changed. It's the 9th day of September, It should have been my special day. Instead, I watched the news and sat in dismay as the anchor woman said 13 souls were taken by guns today. Cars are the new bombs of the day, and we are back to living in fear every day, another travesty to bear. September, full of beauty and pain, shades of amber and fiery gold. Leaves stand still, but tall buildings fall, and I look outside my window. It's been 16 years and nothing much has changed. It's the 9th day of September, and just another birthday came. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, Shandy. Shandy,
Happy
you're
belated birthday!
Thank you.
happy belated. Shandy, you're one of my mom's favorites. I'll have you know.
Yes.
We
That
love
was
to.
such
Thanks
a
so. Thanks so much
graceful.
for spitting your truth. What was that, Van?
I said such a graceful, beautiful piece. Very well done.
Right, and execution, that's exactly the word to use it too. Like her execution is very gracefully done too. Like that's a great word choice. We love our guy Valen. We love our girl Shandy. We love our people. We got to keep it moving and grooving. We've got Marco on deck, but coming to the mic right now. We got to give it up for our guy, False Prophet!
Yay! Hey, boo.
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good. Miss you.
Aw, I missed you too. I missed y'all too. I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. I don't know, like whoever knows me would know by now that I've been on a little break, and honestly, I don't really have much new. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read something that's in my journal. JRose, you might remember this, you might not. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I love all your stuff. Let's go.
We're gonna get into it though. I can never lie to you. That's why I wrote this letter, to prove that when I say I miss you, I mean I miss what we could be. But I guess it should be what we could have been, since I caught you fawning over other men, and we know how criminals caught red-handed tend to get. Beg for vindication. Making statements out of love, well, you can save it. Then when I finish my rejecting, pleading turns to kneeling, crying a puddle of tears you thought I'd swim right into. Here, let me get you a tissue. Wipe your eyes, and while you're at it, wipe the blood off your hands. Can't you look at me when you stab me in my chest? What are you afraid you'll see? What do you think you'll find? What do you think of a dry shell sitting in the hot sun, hating itself so much it curses the rain? I still remember the last time the seasons changed. The last time the leaves crunched underfoot resonated with the crunch in my chest. If you press deep enough, you can feel out all the pieces, feel all the patterns, but does it matter whether or not I get out of bed? I stopped listening to your voicemail. The voice inside my head kept tricking me into thinking you're still here. You know, Mama always said to have eyes in the back of your head. Maybe if I listened then, I could see past the clouds, see the silver lining, the knife in your hand in my spine. Maybe understand that when this game ends, only one of us can smile and still mean it. I know you're happy with your pride, so don't let my pain jump between. It's just that I miss you. I miss you hugging me at night. How your eyes glisten when I cut out the lights. I miss you. How you spoke about life. How your words always left me all right. It's true that I miss you. I miss the heat in your bite. The battle scars from you I wore like tiger stripes. Baby, I miss you. But the truth is, I don't miss we. You see, my pain taught me something. That hearts will heal if we stop the bleeding. Stop inviting in the same poison which harmed it to begin with. So I stopped ripping off the Band-Aid. Stop calling your phone. Stop writing you letters. Stop writing you poems. See, I wrote these verses to prove that when I say I miss you, I mean I miss what we could have been. I mean I miss what we could be. See, I miss you, but I don't miss you more than I love me.
Ooh.
And that's my piece, y'all.
Ooh.
Prophet, you got a whole woo from my mom in the background. She said, whoa, and then she said, wow, at that last line.
Tell mom I said thank you. I love y'all.
That was dope. I missed you so much. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. I'm gonna be back. Yeah, now I got some other stuff to work on. So y'all gonna see that soon. I'll probably be here next week too.
Cool. Yes. Listen, it's okay to take a break sometimes, but you gotta come back.
Got you.
You come back to your family.
All right, let's keep it going because we.
All right. We've got Mark. I don't know what's happening. Jay, you go.
Yeah, you know what? My something's up over here. Like things are slow and delayed on my side, so don't mind me.
All right, so let's get our guy Marco to the stage. Everybody put your digital and real palms together for Marco.
Hey, Marco Belli. Oh, maybe not.
It's me,
He's been having technical issues the whole time. He keeps getting kicked off. He kept I don't know. Marco, are you tuning in from Safari? You should be using Chrome. I don't know what's going on. There he goes.
There he is.
What's up, friend?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, muy buenas noches, ¿me escuchan?
Sí, señor,
escucha,
te
señorita?
oigo. ¿Cómo estás?
Ay, perdón. Hey, guys, I'm sorry. I had my phone on Spanish by accident. Whoops. Whoops. That was whoopsie on my end. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Hey, so I apologize. I don't know. My Wi-Fi is acting up. It keeps kicking me out of the room. It it reminds me of my legal status when I was younger. You know? Yeah. But by the way, after 31 years of being undocumented, I'm finally a U.S. citizen, ladies and gentlemen. So, round of applause, please, because it sounds nice. You know? Yeah. Thank you for the two applauses. I was getting tired. I was getting so tired of playing hide and seek. You know? I would finish school after a long day, and now I have to play manhunt to get home. You know, it truly wasn't enjoyable. But I'll tell you what. When I came to this country, I was 3 years old, right? And for some reason, my mom decided to cut my hair herself. Mushroom haircut. Yo, I used to get roasted by everyone and anyone, and that was just the people in my apartment. It's always your family and friends that do all the damage, right? My neighborhood was predominantly Dominican, and I'll be walking by, right, with my fresh cut, and then all of a sudden I'll just hear on the side, "Cabeza de huevo," and ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that do not speak Spanish, what cabeza de huevo means in English is dickhead. It's dickhead, ladies and gentlemen. And that was just the ladies in my church. That was just the ladies in my church. Ay, Jesus, right? Oh man, Jesus. As the years went by, I knew I was different, right? Because of the things that the country used to call me. They used to call me undocumented, immigrant, dickhead, you know. But I knew life was going to be different when I went to go apply to this job. they gave me an application, and it said U.S. citizen, legal permanent resident, illegal alien. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought I was just Mexican, right? So I'm like, excuse me, miss, I got some questions, right? She's like, do you have your papers? And I was like, papers? I was like, are we allowed to smoke in here? And she was like, no. She was like, of course not. She was like, do you have a social? And I was like, I got Facebook, I got Twitter. She was like, no, that's not what I meant. And she was like, if you don't have a social, you can't work here. And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta go now, right? Yeah. So yeah, that sucked. So that made me realize, all right, you got to do something about your legal status here, man. Go see an immigration attorney, right? Because I like to talk to myself. So then I went to go see a lawyer, and she told me you could do two things. You could either marry a U.S. citizen or have a child born in this country and have them petition you. And I was like, say no mas, right? And since all of my girlfriends were undocumented, all six Marias, I had to tell them, hey, listen, it's not you. It's your legal status. Right? So then I had to find other alternatives, ladies and gentlemen. So something just kicked in, right? Like I show up. All right, let's fast forward to the future, right? I show up to her office 9 months later with a fucking baby, yo, with a real life baby, right? And I show up to her door and she's like, "Oh my god, a baby!" I was like, "Yeah, you said it, right? Remember, you said it." I was like, if you want, we could take off her little shoe, we could wet it with the ink, and sas, I should be straight, right? American me. And she was like, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait till your daughter turns 21 to petition you.
Oh, no.
Ay. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a kid for no reason.
Oh my God.
Ay, Jesus, right? Ay. Yo, so I was so sure I was going to get my papers that I named my daughter America.
Oh,
man, what
shit.
a big mistake. Could you imagine when I would lose her, like in the
Oh no.
Did we lose him? Uh-oh.
I think we might have left Marco. I don't know. Jay? Hello, y'all? Are y'all here with me? I think we lost Jay and Marco at the same damn time.
At the same damn time.
All right, let me see. Okay, we got the other Marco in the house. Hello?
Sí. Muy buenas noches. Oh. Un segundo, por favor. This damn mic, man, is really the mic and the internet service. What's going on here, folks? So, hello? Am I
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna continue.
Yeah. Marco, I think we lost you again, my guy. I think we lost you again. It's looking like various folks are having internet troubles. Let me see. Marco, are you here? Jay, are you here? All right. So, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it moving. AC, I know you here, boo. I'm gonna go ahead and there she is. Jay, I
I don't know. I told you my something's going on over here. I'm having Wi-Fi issues myself.
I know we lost Marco too. We lost him, got him back, and lost him again. So I think we got to keep him moving.
Yeah, let's keep it going because we promised a second round, and I know people are waiting. So, guys, we're gonna go really fast. We're not gonna like say your Instagram or any of that. Just come through, perform, and let's keep it moving.
All right, Jay. Who do we have going up first?
All right. I think Sleepy Vincent was in here before. Yes, Sleepy Vincent, you ready? You ready to pull up and do a piece for the lightning round? All right. So give it up for Sleepy Vincent.
Woo!
Hi. I hope I can be heard better this time.
Yes. Sound perfect.
Okay. They looked at me as if I were a ghost, pale as snow. You're too much, some would say. No, you're too little as you conform to their ideologies, is what I would say, if I weren't too afraid of losing my voice. Because you see, my voice is the only part of me that is truly free, free from the oppressors, free from the opinion makers, free. This is me. This is me. And me is free. Me is uncontrollable symphonies that shake from my hands when I get anxious. Me is panic attacks in public restrooms. Me is don't say sorry later because I'm too nervous to deal with my own problems. Me is of a broken home life where my mother would rather commit suicide. Me is fighting depression in the darkness of my own room because I have no one to confer to. Me is a late night conversations with tired teenagers, too tired to be alive, too tired to do anything right. Me is the blood dripping out of my eyes that tell all my secrets. It's hard to keep in. I contemplate whether or not it is okay to sin, but if I keep it within, how will I feel then? My intentions are clean like fresh linen. Me is my brain spilling out my thoughts. Oh, how much pain it brought. You don't know how much I've fought or how much I've lost, but at what cost? Melting away all this frost. I feel like I've been tossed. All these lines I crossed. Now I realize I am not the boss of this business. But above all, I know I'm going to win this. With possible accomplishments in my future, it becomes easier to stay alive and not want to die. One would say, upon looking at me for the first time, that I am not held down by society's restraints. But the truth is far from that. I have learned to wear a mask to hide all my loose ends and make me seem put together again. What I really am is a mess of the person I used to be. They're underneath all the sheets that I had since I was 7. And at 11, I wasn't accepted for the shoes I stepped in, angered the ones who raised me, seeing others transition with ease, made me feel like I had a disease. However, today, I still believe in all the stuff they said then. But only one thing changed. I stopped giving a fuck. And this is me. And I am definitely not free, but I will be. Thank you.
Ooh, that was fire. Go ahead, Sleepy. Yes.
Thank you. Sleepy was Sleepy with that one.
No, right. Sleepy did not come here to play.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Thank you, Sleepy Vincent. We hope to see you at the next one. Thank you so much for sticking around and coming back. And welcome to the family. AC Lightning, we got you on the mic. Everybody give it up for AC. Woo!
Hey!
Yep. I'm gonna do this one for the ladies. I like my women how I like chocolate. Creamy, good looking. When I take a bite, I step into another world where I'm in that gold rush. Take the yellow river to the kingdom of her heart. I want to be a knight in shining armor. The Romeo to your Juliet. The rose that blossom when it gets sun-kissed. As she gets old, she levels up. Eagles as youthful as infinity. Should be a fine fox by 60. A hot chick with rose-smelling hair. Her complexion shining brighter than the sun. When she stunts, she's a supernova. She's the rarest of rubies, made from fine gold in the hands of love. Polished into a masterpiece, she's a trophy wife. Greatness is her name, she deserves a trophy life. She's that fine wine. She's that umma. She's a fine dime laid to the side. She's that spice that's so nice you would want to have a trice. She's summertime fine. She doesn't need perfect curves. The fat part of the pork chop gets loved all the time. I want some juicy meat on my bones. Her smile straighten out my vision of who she is. Her eyes, her personality ignites her. Every time we kiss, I want it to be like New Year's Day with that heavy love that'll last for years to come. She could fit in them jeans, put makeup on, rock them new pair of Nikes. She could be white, black, Chinese, Latina, average, have a little tummy, a geek, a misfit. She beautiful, rocking with me. That's a 10 for the win. That's my number one fan on the sidelines. When I feel it down, her back rubs make it feel like heaven. Now I know why God referred to Proverbs as a woman. When you meet the right lady, she'll make you happy. She's that good thing that God will give you. She comes full of wisdom. Her words make you fall in love. Her character is more than silver. It's virtuous. She'll make you repent and live right. That's why the Bible say, husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church and submit yourself to her. God placed her here as the product of your intelligence. She is your Friday. She will always make sure you go 3,000 with that iron. Man, everywhere she walks, she look like a supermodel from the finery, oozing out of the ocean of amazement, dressed for greatness. She dripped in gold. Ace.
Hey!
That was amazing. Yes, yes.
All
We
right,
love to see it. All right, yes, let's keep it moving and grooving. Power through. We have Lone Wolf on deck, welcoming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Ray Ann. Woo!
Hi. Hey, it's good to see y'all again. Thank you for making me put on the shirt today. All right,
Yes.
They say I'm losing my mind. For the first time, I'm in so much control. She in pieces, they say. But once I'm actually standing here alone as a whole, still trying to figure out the truth with all these empty holes. Truth be told, the only truth I know is my own. Even though they see a change, to me, I've just grown, but I ain't grown. I'm just growing to realize that with life comes lies. Now they want to look all shocked and surprised. Well, surprise, which they told me when they ready to take off that disguise. And yeah, it's true, I bought that dream shoot. I can't forget how I was told. At some point, they will have to take initiative for the clay they were given to mold. It's all good though, because everything gets old and it just got old. I can't continue to play this game of life based off of they bet. How am I asking if I'm there yet? And if I mess up and create debt, it'll be based off my hand, my bet, because they left or they'll leave, but best believe every goal I set for myself, I'm bound to achieve. At some point, they will have to take initiative for the clay they were given to mold. And if I got to sell myself, it's all good though, because everything is old and it just got old. I can't continue to play this game of life based off of they bet. I promise to never sell myself shorter than I already did. Tackle every hurdle and live my truth instead of they live. They ain't me. They don't live with me in my sheltered existence. I'm in the future and they start past this. My whole life I'm trying to figure out what that got to do with me. Still, game of life, I choose to always be a good sport. And sometimes when I'm with my team, it's like one man's sport, but that's life. And what's life if I can't live? They always told me who to be, and although I enjoyed every moment, I got to look out for me. So just in case they still got me misunderstood, my mind's still, I'm still, we still all good. They say I'm losing my mind first time. So much control. She in pieces, they say. Yeah. Check me out at the Forever 7. Yeah. And thank you guys for this platform. Turn on today, JRose.
Thanks. I'm so glad you came back. I remember that you came like a few weeks ago and I was like, oh, I forgot she doesn't have social media. But yes, I'm so glad you came back. Welcome back. Yes.
Thank you, Ray Ann. Thank you, Ray Ann. We got to try to fit in as many people as we can in the next few minutes. We've got We've got Mandolin on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Lone Wolf.
Hey, what's up? Let's get it.
So this is called The Man in Gray. I'm gonna jump right into it. I might expand this, but I have to definitely think about expanding it. But here we go. This is based on like white, black, gray, like those shades. There was once a man who wore only gray in a world that was seen in shades of gray. Not once did he expect a brighter day. The world where all the color has faded, happy memories will become faded. In a cold world not very well shaded. Deep in the horizon of the abyss, colorless he fell into the abyss, to drain away all color that brought bliss. Emotionless he has to wear his mask. When will we truly see under the mask? Due to the world, it's better to not ask. Am I the subject of the poem penned? Man the basis for the poem penned. You may never know, because this is the end.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Lone Wolf. We're packing it in. We've got Sakeem on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Mandolin. Woo!
Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
Good. Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel your heart beating against my chest. Sorry, I gotta start over. Whoa, 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 whoa. I feel your heart beating against my chest. We just getting started. Let's dance like someone's watching. We can dance all night. Don't be shy. Come out. Let's go on a journey. It's getting late. This is my confession. This is my confession. This is my confession. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not gonna live forever. Dreams do come true. I'm gonna take you out. What's the truth is all an illusion. My mind is all over the place. This is my confession. This is my confession. This is my confession. Whoa, 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 whoa,
All right, we've got the great Sigma on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up for Sakeem.
Yeah, Sakeem. Woo! What's up, King?
Hey, I'm back.
Bye, everybody.
How y'all doing? Who just said bye?
Somebody was leaving.
Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all, don't judge me. Okay. So, is it only one piece?
Yes, it's a lightning round. So as short as you can be, but we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, got you. Oh, God. A piece just flew out my hand. Okay. Here we go. Play with her legs and thighs like a game controller. XAAB. Trying to unlock your cheat codes just to please D. BXXA. Unlock new features of your unlimited water with this wordplay. AABX. Moving closer to victory, giving you the best orgasm in history. My fingers caressing with your fine thighs, tipping to play with that one button. I know that's gonna make you lose your mind. So divine. As my lips trickle down your spine with your warm chest pressed against mine. Ooh, these times I'm gonna make you my instrument with my tongue pressed softly against your clit as I spread your legs by the hip with this manly grip. I have you begging for more when I slip in just a tip. As your body quivering, I make your mind fall into a deep abyss, seal your soul with this lovely kiss. And after this, having you calling me Big Daddy because my love is so bliss.
Hey, Sakeem. Hey.
We love to hear it.
You gonna have to come through. You have to come through to the next hotline. You better stop playing. You gotta come to the erotic event.
Come
I
through to the
got you.
hot.
I
Yes.
got you.
And you can play the background sexy music and shit. Yes, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Jay, I know we got to get through the schedule, but I just want you to know that Aisa, our sister, just got home.
Hey, sis.
Hey, girl.
I miss you.
That's been her in the background. You know, she was out living her best life, but she's home now. All right, so you know she missed you, and we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. We got Shandy on deck. We're coming to the mic right now. Let's give it up. His first time was this evening, and he blew our minds. We are happy to welcome him to the Virtual Voices family. Let's give it up for Balin.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you. Hey, this is the first piece I've written since I had a falling out with my mentor. God, maybe 3 years ago. So this is the newest of shit. Trigger warning: current events, or rather, the past 400 years of current events. So here goes. There's a ghost boarding a ship. He doesn't have any luggage, no fancy clothes. He paid the captain with the coins on his eyes, and now he's ready to cross the river Styx with no earthly possessions. There's a ghost on a ship, packed in tight with all the other ghosts. They lean into each other in the darkness as the ship rocks, shivering and moaning and wailing in the recesses of a of a dreadnought, a monster, a vessel crewed by the damned, carrying lost and stolen souls to the Isle of the Dead to be judged. What it was to be alive, to run barefoot, to sing in a chorus, to the beat of drums, to laugh and smile, to hear your own voice and the voice of your neighbor, to share a meal with them. There is a ghost in chains making his way to be judged, his value marked and measured. Oh, what wicked devils are present that speak in tongues like black magic and crack whips like fire. There is a ghost in chains in the field of white, gathering clouds with the other ghosts, wondering how long damnation can last under the crackle of fire. For 100 years he labored in hell, and for 100 years more, until at last the chains were cast off and he was set free to wander. There is a man in the street. He's alive, but he's dying. No one is there to put the coins on his eyes. He won't board the ship because he's already been on it, maybe his whole life. There is a man dying in the street. I can see him, but I'm too far away. And I can see that same ghost standing next to him, pleading for me to help. And next to him and that ghost and that man are 1,000 more ghosts, and 1,000 more after that. the spirit of every black man who boarded a ship in chains, the soul of every Jew who boarded a train at the point of a gun, every Indian shot by Yankees, every Union soldier who shot his brother, every Chinaman who died with a railroad spike in his hands. I see Lincoln, I see Madison, I see Tesla, I see Dr. King, Kennedy, Socrates with hemlock, Christ on the cross, all pleading, let not another ghost, let not another man join the ranks. God damn it, what can I do about all these ghosts when I'm just alive?
Wow. Oh my God. I can't even believe, I feel so honored that you even felt comfortable enough to share that and to experience it as you shared that with us.
Yeah.
That was really next level. And I mean, obviously it was very emotional, but more so than that, it was fucking good. Like what you're saying is it's good content, and just like I just, my sister's in tears on the floor, I'll have you know. And she just really she isn't a poet herself. She's seen my shows and everything, but for her to react that way is a big deal. And just thank you for sharing that. And it's just, it encompasses so much. Like seriously, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you found us.
We were totally talking about you. Like I'm texting Leah, like, oh my God, he's like, right. You are a writer. Like I love your style. All right, let's keep it going. We got one more performer so we can say goodnight. We kept you guys a little past our bedtime. Yo, let me just tell you a real story before we go, right? I log into Eventbrite at like 6:30 every Friday to see who signed up so we could send out the email. And we had like 5 performers on the list. So I was like, damn, we're gonna have to do like 3 rounds, and we'll probably end early tonight. And can I just tell you, we went from 5 performers to 21 performers tonight. So thank you guys that decided to come through last minute. Whoever shared it, I know Treasure was in sending it to everybody, but whoever shared it and got people to come in, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that. But let's go. Let's let Shandy come up and bless us. Shandy, you still there? I see your camera's off. Are you like running around? Oh, there you go.
All right, Shandy, let's finish it off with our girl Shandy.
Okay. I don't know. It's a Wi-Fi gremlin tonight.
Listen.
I don't know what is going on. I was gonna do another piece, but I can't seem to get connected right now. So all right, I'm gonna do Holy Water. What is this cruel joke Mother Nature played on me in this way? Holy water, wash it away, for there is a steep price to pay. My soul is what I have left to take. Holy water, bathe this misery away. I cry, I pray, I meditate, yet I can't seem to bend in the right places or balance my chakras, find the right chi. If I drown in the holy water, will it purify me? The tears I have shed for this misery holds me hostage without strings. Will I ever be free? Do I need a river or an ocean? How much holy water will it take to cleanse me spiritually? My soul is imminently at stake. I'd take a bath in the Red Sea if that's what it would take to take me home within, make me feel again I'm so brand new. Wake me up and see the sunshine. See the me before the you like I've never seen it before. Holy water, bathe this misery right out of me forever and evermore. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Yes, Shandy, killing it. Y'all hit us with the deep at the end of the night, both of you.
Oh, that was great. Y'all always miss you. I can't. Y'all so amazing.
Shandy, thank you for being here. Balin, thank you for being here. Sakeem, Ambition, Shamelo, everybody who is here tonight. We thank you so much for rocking with us on Friday nights, Virtual Voices, the safe space, the most easily able to be vulnerable space. And Jay and I love you and appreciate you guys, and y'all really keep us going. So thank you so much. And you know where to find us. Get your unblocked journals. Support the cause. And we will see you next week, Friday, same time, same place, 8 p.m.
Love y'all. Keep growing. Everybody on Facebook and YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Share. Tell everybody. Tell a friend. We love y'all. Have a wonderful night, guys. Peace.
Peace, baby.